let's be having you. The Bacon Brigade, assemble! Smash that like button and strap yourselves in for a raw one, my friends. Yes, what's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Hang on, sorry, my hair's gone a bit dry at the sides. Let me just wet it a little bit here, guys. Hang on. This is what I do, you see, just to keep it in check. Anyway, how you doing there, folks? Thank you very much for joining us. It's the Flying Pig here, there on Flying Pig United. How you doing? Thank you very much for joining. We're just watching the end here of the West Ham Forest game, guys. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. Forest about to get a big win, though, if they can hang on just for another few minutes, but there is 11 minutes added on time here. And then obviously we are watching the Newcastle United versus Arsenal game taking place in about 6 minutes time, so that's what we're really here for. But we are watching the end of the West Ham Forest game right now. It's all kicking off, guys. How you doing, everyone? Thank you very much for joining the stream. How you doing? Let's see who's in here. Legends, Caden's Edits, Sensible Monica, Bot Tricks, Aaron, G-Wolf, oh, Cadence, Paul Warby, Mark Coughlin, Kay and Joey. Yes, get in there, Paul, lad. Tipping Point by Jensen, The Big Beard, Alex Core, Flying Pig Gaming, Susan Knowlton, Vexico Vice, Robbie James. Aaron says, welcome in, everyone. Dominate the like button on your way in. Repost links pinned at the top. Proper pro there, lad. Yes, give us a repost on X if you can. Links pinned at the top of the live chat there. We'll shout you all out later. Also, give us a like spike at the start of the stream. That'd be awesome. Help us get to 100 likes before the game's even kicked off. It helps us boost us up there on the algorithm, and it's free, so you might as well. Also, get yourself subscribed and get involved in the chat and say hello. What's up, Diego? 52 likes. Oh, yes, mate. Get in there, lad. SCFJ. I always get that wrong, lad. But welcome in, lad. How you doing? Daniel McHale, you too. Big up, Daniel. Bonjour, Avram Glazer. Now get out. Glazer's out. Glazer's out. Robbie James. How you doing? Not too bad, G-Wolf. I'm a little... I don't know. I don't feel great, man. I've just eaten a big 2 massive jacket potatoes and beans and cheese. I feel a little bit bloated. And also, it's too hot in here, mate. 26.4 degrees C in this room right now. It's filth. I've had to get this little Gash fan out, but it is just a little Gash fan. It's just a little Gash fan, guys, you know, it's a Gash fan. But goodness me, it is warm. But other than that, I'm all right, mate. Feel a little bit sleepy now in all this heat and after eating 2 big jackets. Nottingham Forest get the dubs. King Boomy, what's going on, lad? Tommy Boyle, up, long time no see. Yes, it's been a while. How have you been there since then, lad? Tommy, thank you for getting in again, you legend. Susan, the Big Beard, Reaper's Underworld. No, I actually wasn't, G-Wolf. No, I shat it in the end, lad. Sorry about that. Anybody who was looking to watch the stream, I shat it there, lad. King Boomy Pig, remember when you became so thin you looked like you were about to die? I don't know if I looked like I was about to die, mate. I thought I looked good. Mate, do you know, I don't even want to say how much I weigh now, but I weighed myself. I'm not saying. It's an obscene amount. I really do have to get back on it, though, lad. I was lean at one point. I was actually lean for the first time in my life, and I just didn't maintain it, lad. And now I'm a fat bastard again. It's a nightmare. Mark Coughlin, what's going on, lad? Pablo Hazard. Susan, you're lucky it is cool in my flat. Oh, gosh. I mean, that's good for you, obviously. Gaz Wads, what's happening? They finally blown the whistle. You've still got to change to finish above us. Chance to finish above us. Yes, there you go, Gaz Wads. That's true, and hopefully we will. Yes, exactly, Tommy Boyle. Away the tune. If you were 16 stone, you joined me, and I'm 5'1". Yeah, G-Wolf, it's much worse than that, mate. I almost don't want to say because it's obscene. I don't know how I've done it, to be fair. Like, listen, 2 summers ago, I'll just tell you. Actually, I won't. Because then if I say it, it's real. You know what I mean? If I say it, it's real. I don't like that. So, let's just live in airy fairyland and pretend. Anyway, get your score predictions in for this one, guys. Arsenal versus Newcastle. Have your say. I can only see a 2-1 win for Newcastle United here today. I cannot see Arsenal getting the job done. I feel like they're just too much Billy Bottle jobs and they're going to finish third. So I'm going for a Newcastle United win. They're looking good, you know. They're looking good, aren't they? I'm going to say Newcastle get the job done 2-1. What would you say? Pure muscle. Well, you know, there's definitely a lot of muscle, mate. Like I said, when my brother came back the last time, I decked him in an arm wrestle. And then the summer before, when I was skinny, he decked me in an arm wrestle. So, you know, it's definitely a lot of strength and muscle added, mate. I do feel like a behemoth. If I was going into battle right now against a bunch of Vikings coming over the hill, I'd feel like this is a good weight to be at to just take some heads off, mate. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, this is a good weight for that. But it's not a good weight to be for health reasons, lad. Anyway, 1-0 Newcastle. Yeah, as far as class example, good ownership with a plan and having to adapt through changes. Yeah, oh, definitely. They're doing absolutely incredible things, aren't they? Forest, fair play to them, incredible. Their owner coming on and screaming at Nuno last week was funny as, wasn't it? You're 6'2" and you're 22 stone and fat fuck too many Guinness says, right, okay, nice one. Well, get this, the big beard. I'm 6'2" and I'm 1.5 stone more than you. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm a big lad, but listen, two summers ago, I got down to as lean as 14 stone 7, and now I'm 23 stone 7. That is messed up, dude. I don't think I've been that heavy in my life. It's an obscene weight, so I didn't realise how much I'd eaten myself into this weight for the last few months, or year, basically been on a binge for like 9 months of just pure eating whatever I run. But 23.5 stone is obscene, mate. That's what I am. That's obscene, isn't it? I know, Daz Salford, it is getting a bit outrageous, lad. I could just identify as slim. Exactly, that's the way to do it, lad. You know, just bury your head in the sand. Game's about to kick off, guys. Sync up with us if you can. Hang on a second. Game's about to kick off. Let's get that timer up in the top right-hand corner. Give us a little syncage. You know it makes sense. Okay, it's about to get underway, guys. Arsenal at the Emirates against Newcastle United. Big game this, really, for potential second place spoils. Not that it really matters that much, but there you go. Newcastle United looking to get a good job on the away result. What's going on with the official here? He's having a problem with his headset and stuff. And the game's kicked off, guys. Timer's up in the top right corner. Sync up with us if you can. That'd be absolutely amazeballs. Thank you, Dermot. Thank you for saying that, Dermot. Hope you're good. Mark Coughlin's going 2-1 United. Yes, come on the tune. Yes, let's stuff up the Arsenalans. We're all Newcastle today then, eh? Nice one. 14 stone and 5'11". Yeah. I did really at SCF. It was quite a good one. I know what to do in order to do it, mate. I know what to do. Basically, what I just did last time to slim down is I didn't even do any exercise, nothing really. I just literally just drank water and drinks with 0 calories. Never drank anything with calories in it. So no sodas, no juice, nothing like that has any calories in it. So just get all your calories from food and just basically have like quite a high protein diet, but just a balanced diet, really. Just balanced. People go on too much about that. I don't think it's that sustainable. Balanced is the best way, but just aim for a few hundred calories less deficit a day than what you would burn. So if you're burning 2,500 calories a day, which you may do as your metabolic basal rate, which would be the amount you'd burn if you were just laying in bed breathing and living for 24 hours, then if you have a few hundred less than that, like say 2,200 or 2,000 or whatever, then over an extended period of time, your body will lose a lot of weight. And they say something like, it's obviously not an exact science, it depends on your own physiological setup and everything, but they do say that like if you lose about 3,000 calories deficit, then that's approximate to around about a pound of fat. That's what they say. So if you just do the math, if you just keep that up for a long time and just stick to a few hundred calories less than what you're burning for a long time, the weight just falls off. Well, it does me anyway. But obviously you've got to keep it going at the end of it. So yeah, but it is bad. I can't believe I just put on all that weight. You don't look it, though. Thank you, Susan. Well, I mean, I don't really feel it, that, to be fair. I've put on a lot of muscle, I reckon. No, I haven't even been doing anything, but just I've put on a lot of muscle with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, definitely. Can I still see my knob pick? I mean, it's getting to the point where soon it might become a problem. But thankfully I can, Jessel. Thankfully. Easy to put on weight. Oh, it is, mate, especially at this age, lad. Anyway, I'm gonna address it soon. it was a reality check. I hadn't weighed myself pretty much all in 2025. So I weighed myself and I was expecting to see about, I don't know, horrendous 20 stone or something. But 23 stone 7, I couldn't believe it. Sickening. Absolutely sickening. Basically the heaviest I've ever been. But I'm going to do something about it soon, guys. I know that's obscene. It's definitely more than Luke Shaw's ever weighed, mate, because he's only like 5'11" or something. It's definitely more than he's ever weighed. What's up, Caden's Edits? Hey, Kay Slater, how you doing, you legend? Forest, yeah, doing the work to get a place. They are doing well there, lad. Good win for them. Villa keeping the pressure on. There's lots of teams, you know, vying for those spots. Let's just hope Man City don't get one. Exactly. Some people have heavy bones. Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, I was still 14.5 stone when I was super lean, like, you know, because I'm 6'2" and have reasonable bones. Would you ever embrace heavy exercise helping you go? I don't really know what that is, lad. What's heavy exercise? Please do tell. Great challenge that at the back there. Newcastle United clear it away. Early chance nearly there for Arsenal, but Burn doing bits there. Burn, baby, burn. Dave Watkins, let's go. King Boomy says, you look like you're 95 kilograms. Well, that's very nice of you to say, King Boomy, but I'm a lot more than that, lad. You might have a lot of water weight, not necessarily fat. Oh, thank you, yeah. Well, if you go back to when... If you see, there's a video on my channel where I bought some dodgy shirts off of Temu or something. No, AliExpress, right? And I did a little video about that, and it was at the start of the season, so like September time, somewhere around about there. I did a little video there. If you look there, I'm about 17 stone. So I've literally put on 6.5 stone since then. So it's not good. It's not good, mate. You haven't seen yours since you were 30, Wolfster. Now, there's definitely a lot of muscle there, trotters, lad. Calm down. It's just surrounded in a large bit of fat. But there's definitely some muscle. Let me give you 2 tickets to the gun show, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's definitely a lot of fat there. But just look at the size of that arm, mate. It's almost as big as my fucking head. And I've got a big head. Yes, there's no bulges going on. There's no definition. But trust me, it's there underneath it, lad. It's there. Oh, dear. Right, come on then, Newcastle. Let's smash up these Arsene Holland's melts. Exactly, Daz Salford. Shave that off. That's an easy start. Oh, you bastard. Good one, good one. Oh. Who won Eurovision? It was Austria, man. Some guy singing like operatic stuff. It's not too bad. I'm not going to do Ozempic. Listen, I know I can lose the weight. I've done it before. Really, really done it before. I don't know, King Boomy. I really don't know, mate. But that's exactly what... I mean, I'm actually possibly more than that now because I've just been eating crazy since then. Oh, big chance for Newcastle! Oh, it's a great stop, to be fair. That at the back there by David Raya makes the stop. Still pressure from Newcastle. Shot on goal! Oh, my goodness me. And it is blocked to the back by Arsenal. It's pure pressure here from Newcastle. Come on. No, it's cleared by Arsenal there. Good save that by Raya. Dodgy stuff. Newcastle causing all sorts of problems. I haven't even gone through the team lineups today, guys. Sorry, let's have a little look at the team lineups here real quick. So these are the teams on your screen right now. There it is. We've got David Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Kirior, Lewis Skelly, Odegaard, Partey, Rice, Saka, Trossard and Martinelli for Arsenal. Over for Newcastle, you've got Pope, Byrne, Botman, Shah, Livramento, Tonali, Gamirez, Murphy, Barnes, Gordon and Wilson up top there. So that is the lineups there, guys. In case you didn't know, now you know. Also, my score prediction's 2-1. I think I did say that, but I'm going for 2-1. Feel free to get your score predictions in there. Also, keep smashing the likes and all that jazz. Subscribe if you're new. Nice one. Pressure on... Do you think it pressure on... There's definitely pressure on him, mate. Yeah, I mean, if he wins the Europa League final, all the pressure's gone, and he's loving it. He's loving life. He can build for next season with a team that's in the Champions League and have backing. But if he loses it, there's definitely going to be pressure on. I think there'll be an effect of... I mean, I don't think they're going to sack him necessarily. But there'll be a certain amount of, oh, should we really spend hundreds of millions on this guy just yet? There will be that, I guess. And also there'll be less money available because there'll be no Champions League. So, yeah, got to get that Champions League. It's just pure munchies, mate. Pure munchies. That's what's happened there. Pure munchies. Thank you, Mark Coughlin. Yeah, well, I'm going to lose some soon, lad. Get down the sauna, piggy. I should. Perhaps working out at home for an hour, low gym, boxing class or something. I mean, definitely what I want to do, actually, just to begin with, to get back into the swing of exercising regularly, because it's been a long time, I fancy going swimming, because that's like quite a decent all-round body workout, and it's, you know, a bit of cardio, but also, you know, good for your muscles and all. It's an all body workout, isn't it? Swim. So I'm just going to go swimming for an hour a day or something like soon to get back into it. I fancy doing that. Skinny dipping. You never know, lad. Swimming's actually great, says Anku. Yeah, plus it's not bad on your joints and stuff. Like if I was to go for a jog, weigh and all that, then my knees are just going to get shredded, lads. I'll have literally no cartilage or anything left probably. So I think I've got to get in the old swimming baths, mate, or get on the bike. Hey, what's happening there? The Cinnamon, welcome aboard, lad. What's your thoughts on this game today? Do you think your Arsenal Hollands are going to get the job done? Hey, we've smashed 100 likes as well. Suey, cheers for that, you legend. Dihydrogen monoxide, how you doing? Oh, he sent a super chat that says, fuck VAR. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely, mate. It is gash. I hope they get rid of it, mate. I really do. Keep the goal line technology and sack off all the rest, and let's just have it the old school. At least when you were given a goal back then, it was a goal. You started couch to 5k. Nice, Alice. That's good stuff. Yep, swimming sick, even walking solid. Yeah, exactly. You're given a choice to sub a manager. Only Ten Hag you sub Ten Hag for the Europa League final. Keep hammering. Fuck Ten Hag, lad. Screw that guy, mate. He ruined us with his £600 million of gash investments, lad. Nah, mate, I wouldn't want him to oversee it, lad. He's gash. Look, forget about the Ten Hag days. The Ten Hag days are done. Baldy's left us, lad. Nice King of Mints. I rate that. Not just Amaranth's Hoyland to play FIFA with. Yeah, I've heard about that. I'll get that, lad. You drink a lot, puts weight on. I fast so I can drink. Helps me. Oh, yeah, fair play. So you're fasting so you can drink. That's messed up, lad. But that's awesome. Actually, fasting's supposed to be very good for you. I never do that. I never just go like a few days without eating anything. Never. That would be nice, Mark Coughlin. Yeah, get in there. You're going for a 1-1 draw. Mate, Dad's off and that. You need to calm yourself down, lad, all right? All right? But yes, that may be a factor. 23 stone is no joke. I know that, Trotters, lad. I know that, mate. Thanks for that, lad. Yeah, this is why I didn't fucking say anything now. Now everybody's putting their fucking pity and health advice in there. Do one. No, fair play. It is no joke. Thanks for that, lad. I don't know, Cadence, mate. Some point. Odegaard, big chance for Arsenal. Enters the box. He can't find the runner. A Saka there. It is loose from Odegaard. That was gash. And now Newcastle look to counter. Into Tonali in the middle. Is it? Down the left. They got space. They got time. It's an opportunity here. Livramento takes it forward down the left for Newcastle. In behind. Little flick. It's lovely. Shot on goal. Lovely football by Newcastle. David Raya makes the save. But it's a lovely phase of play there by Newcastle on the counter. Just perfect, really. Just slotted it down the left, run onto it, overlap run, fed in, little back heel, and an effort on goal. Unfortunately, the shot is right at the keeper, but that's a nice bit of play there by Newcastle United. Fair play. Do the Father Jack diet, works every time. Drink! Oh, you spoke to a doctor recently. He said running marathons is terrible for your knees. Oh, I imagine, mate. Yeah, definitely. It's not good, especially like road running. You know, like maybe if you ran on the sand, it's not as bad, but like road running is terrible for your knees and other things. I mean, it's obviously good for overall cardiovascular health, I guess, but it's not great for your joints and your ankles and your knees and all that sort of stuff. 6'2" Manny Chibizi, lad. I'm 6'2". Odegaard for Arsenal Hollands. Loose. It's out for a throw into Arsenal. 600 million backhanders. Would you still backhammer him if United lose the final? I mean, you're going to have to ask me that question afterwards, but now I'd say yes, mate, because he needs a lot of time. I mean, it does depend on what happens in the final. If he sets the team up like a complete melt and we lose 5-0, then, you know, that's a real problem. But, you know, it depends. It really does depend on a lot of factors. But, I mean, I think he needs a lot of time and back in at the moment. It's crazy. He's only been in here for like 9 months or something. Can barely even grow a baby in that time. Yeah, good shout there, wobbly banana lad. I've got one actually, yeah. Run on grass, yeah, grass is better. Swimming's the best way to get active. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for, lad. Big ups G-Wolf for being a 62-month member. Check that out. What a flex, lad. Getting that Harry Maguire shirt out. Number 5, 5-year legend here. 62 months Don. Hashtag 62. Thank you, Wolfster. You're a legend, lad. He says, don't forget, guys, smash that like, sub if you're new. and ring that bell. G-Wolf, what an absolute hero. Thank you so much for using your highlighted comment to help the stream. You're a bloody hero, lads. Check out G-Wolf Gaming on YouTube, by the way. Oh, shit! Chance for Arsenal. It's Trossard. Shoots. It's almost in the far corner. Big ups to G-Wolf United Gaming on YouTube, an absolute legend. Thank you so much for being a 62-month hero around these parts, lad. I appreciate you, lad. Yes, do as he says and smash the like and subscribe and hit the bell. Cheers for that, lad. True, Paul Warby, that's true. Hilly, let's go, lad, he agrees. Piggy Rubin isn't a bad manager, give him a pre-season. I agree. I think he looks good. He's promising. I like how he talks. I like how he carries himself. I like what he's saying. It's not working out in practice at the moment, but I think he does need a few more tools to do the job that he wants to do. Nice one, Ashley. Yeah. The only problem with running on grass is keeping it lit. Always take a Zippo. Love that, mate. What a save that was in the end there. Crikey. Great save by Pope, guys. He's had to react. The corner comes in by Arsenal. The header on goal is point blank. And Pope makes just a reactionary save. Puts his hands up in the air and pushes over. That's a great save by Pope. Party denied. Very good stop there by Nick Pope in the Newcastle United goals there. Okay, Saka's going to whip this. Saka whips it in. Corner for Arsenal. It's actually a short one. It's gone short. Back to Saka. Edge of the box to Odegaard. He shoots. Shit shot, mate. Shit shot from Odegaard there, guys. He's literally binned it hard. All right, let me ask the live chat, guys. If you could sign one player from Arsenal, just one player from Arsenal Hollands in the summer window, obviously it's not going to happen. It's not. Obviously not. I'm just saying, who do you think their best player is? Who would you take off them? Who would you sign if you could just take one Arsenal Hollands? Raya, that's a great shout, to be fair. Yeah, that's a great shout, actually, lad. Saliba, Odegaard. Thing is, we've got Bruno, though. But Odegaard and Bruno in behind a striker would be obscene. That would be obscenely good. One of their keepers, any of them, says Tommy. Odegaard, Rice. Rice is a great shout. I'd be well tempted to get Rice as a long-term, essential, not an exact replacement, but long-term replacement for the likes of Casemiro who's getting on. Yes, that would be a good one. Rice would be a good one. Saka's obviously a good shout. Fair enough. But I think if I could only choose one right now, it probably would be Rice or Raya. Saliba's great showcase later as well. Yeah, I mean, they've got a good set of players, Arsenal, these days. It's gash, but it's true. One of their keepers, any of them, definitely. Declan Rice, Saliba. Yeah. Nwaneri to Rangers. Oh, big chance up the other end. David Raya makes another great save. Newcastle have a shot on the counter again. Look at this chance on the counter-attack. It's a nice through ball initially, and then it's just driven from deep. And the shot comes in, and it's just a nice fingertip save there. It's actually going in the bottom corner. It's taken a deflection. It's going in the bottom corner, and David Raya's made a great reactionary save. Great goalkeeping there again. Raya's awful for penalties. Don't want him. No, I didn't, Sigurd Man. No, I didn't actually see that, mate. No, but I thought that you would, That's awesome. That is banging, lad. That's absolutely banging. Okay, in comes the corner for Newcastle. It's a short one again. Tonali delivers it a bit deeper, and it's almost a good chance for Newcastle, but it is dealt with at the back there, and now it's out behind for another Newcastle United corner. True, Jonathan, lad. True, Jonathan. I mean, it doesn't help when some of your star players are being loaned out because they can't be asked. A la Sancho, Rashford, Anthony, or not necessarily can't be asked, but just can't do it for United. So, yeah, I agree with you there. It doesn't help when you've got Melts. You'd rather have Isaac, 100%. Yeah, he's a talent. Rice for me, old school, does all the dirty work well. Well, let's ask that question then. Oh my goodness me, what a couple of saves by David Raya. Newcastle United, big stop, big chance there for Arsenal, and Newcastle United stop it there. David Raya makes a great double save. The initial one was brilliant, and then he's reacted well to get it away with his foot as well from the rebound. It's a great bit of goalkeeping by David Raya. Goodness me. Great bit of goalkeeping. He's having a good game so far, isn't he? Look at that. Couple of great stops. Really great stops from him. Really great reactions there as well to clear that second one away. It's done well. That's what I was going to ask. If you could sign a Newcastle United player, Tonali, so much... Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. If you could sign one player from Newcastle, who would that be? I think it's probably got to be between Tonali and Isak, doesn't it, there, really? They have got some other good players, of course. Gordon, whatever. But I think, we've got to go with... I'd go with Isak. For Man United, definitely Isak would solve a lot of the problems we've got. So I'd definitely go with Isak for United. But Tonali is a great shout, definitely. Anthony Gordon, says Daniel McHale. The Spanish Michael. Isak. Dan Burn, Maguire and him would be a great pairing. Oh! Could you imagine that, mate? Burn and Maguire at the back. Oh. I mean, they'd clear a lot away, wouldn't it? But doesn't it sounds kind of horrible in a way to me. That. None of them. Isak Jonathon would be good. Yeah, that's a good shout, Jonathan. Crazy the turnaround Jonathon's had since Eddie Howe's been there and stuff. He's done bits with them. Fair play. All credit to Eddie Howe. Newcastle United are a proper team these days. Evidenced by these quality chances they're creating away at the Emirates here. But a couple of great saves has denied them. Arsenal now up the other end. Solid defending, though. Ball one back there nicely by Gamiras, I think it was. And Trossard commits a foul against him, and it's a free kick for Newcastle at the back. Dan Burn is massive, isn't he? How big is he? Like 6'6" or something, isn't he? 6'7". He's an actual unit. Oh, yeah, Burns had an incredible season. I couldn't agree more, really. You know, he has had a cracking season there, definitely. Gives it his all. He's absolutely brilliant in that League Cup final, wasn't he? Nice, Mark. That's the Dinner of Champions. Tonight he would make a few quid at Paddy Power. Luke, look, MUFC. Let's get some love in there. Nice bunting avatar, lad. 39 months a member. Get some love in there for him. He says Yoro and Dallo ready for final, apparently. Come on. That's what we need, lad. Yoro needs to be back in there. 100%. And we've just got too many sort of defenders injured. I would hate to see the likes of Victor Dwindloff starting in the game, but he probably is going to. Thank you for being a member for 39 months, lad. Appreciate you. Absolute Don. Fire Up says, fun fact, Dan Burn has a finger missing. Yeah, that's true, yeah. He lost it up your mum. I'm sorry, mate. I don't know where that came from. I'm so sorry, mate. I don't know. My brain sometimes just spits out horrible things. I'm so sorry, mate. Fucking hell. Fire Up, lad. Yeah, no. That's a joke, lad. But anyway, yeah, he does, doesn't he? Fucking hell. I apologise. Aaron says, smash a like for the Don Pigster. Yes, nice one, Aaron. We have to win Wednesday no matter what. If we don't, next season will be painful. That's true. You're not wrong. It's going to be the worst season I can possibly imagine, mate, because we'll be starting the season having finished like 15th or 16th. With no Champions League football would be the worst. No midweek games, no European games. Oh, I can't even think about it, lad. It'll be terrible. We need to get that game won. So I should put it out. I'm just joking around. He knows I'm joking around. Oh. There you go, Fire Up. You could have saved each other in the men's game today. You want your finger back. Oh, my God. Yes, on behalf of him, sorry, Fire Up. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, Daz Salford. It was just a fucking joke. I don't know. It just came out there, lad. Can't believe Israel almost won the Eurovision last night. Mental. Yeah, well, they weren't bad, mate. I don't think they were that bad either. Mrs. P and Little P really liked the Israel song. I didn't. But Mrs. P and Little P liked it. So, you know, fair enough. They almost did. But it's all just political guff, isn't it? Eurovision's an absolute complete load of guff. Raya, best keeper in the Premier League. I don't know about that, but he's up there. Best keeper in the Prem, guys. Who are you saying? So the candidates are, what, you got Alisson. I say Alisson's better, mate. Alisson, you got, Martinez. Yeah, fair enough. But I go with, I still say Alisson. Great news having Yoro back. He carried and drove the team before injury. Talent and potential is so pleasing to the old soul. Yeah, good. It is good. Great youngster coming through. That is really great youngster coming through, actually. Such a potential. Still so young. Trotters, there you go. The disrespect. It's just a joke. Scotty from Star Trek lost a finger on D-Day. Oh, man. Britain got booed. Yeah, they don't like us on the continent, lad. Sanchez, you'd say. Pope. Sells, yeah. Sells is a good one. Allison for sure. Allison, Martinez, Pope, top 3. Edison's good. Yeah, Edison's good, but I would put him just... I'd still rather Allison out the 2 Brazilians there. Would I take De Bruyne? Of course. Of course I would. He wouldn't come to us, though. It's just never going to happen. But yes, he is definitely still a great player. We could definitely do a lot worse than that. He's a baller, lad. But I think he's just looking for that big, fat move, paycheck, final splurge in his career now, isn't he? He's done everything at City, so... Yeah, Amburn. Henderson is decent. Onana. Henderson is decent. Henderson was incredible yesterday. Wow, yeah. Immense performance. Definitely good shout, Tommy. Can't deny Martinez at Villa. He's so consistently good. Yeah. Too much money, injury prone. Fair play, King Boomy lad. Interessante. Well, that's the thing we have to definitely address in the summer is the goalkeeper spot. That's just a debacle this season and last season. I think we've sort of seen enough from Onana. And I've seen enough from Rasmus up top. They're in the same boat as far as I'm concerned. They need to be sacked off. Get them both gone if you can. It's going to be difficult because nobody wants them. But yes, Onana and Højlund, see you later in the summer. Get somebody who can score goals and get somebody who can stop goals. Definitely need to address that. Oh, chance for Arsenal in the box. They're looking for the pen. I think it was a clean tackle in the end on White. But not a bad outcome. It's not been given. Dan Burn did slide in like a maniac, but White took it away from him, so there was no contact made. He did slide in, trying to get the block off. Could have drawn the foul. And actually, does he make a little bit of a connection there? Does White look for it? I think White's looking for it. I think that's the correct decision. Pen or no pen, guys? What do you reckon? I think that's definitely the right decision, though. I don't think there's any contact. Kate Cadet, how are you getting on there? It's end-to-end, you know. It's really end-to-end. It's quite a good game so far in that sense. There's a lot of opportunities happening. End-to-end, Newcastle have looked better, and they created probably 2 or 3 really great opportunities. David Raya having a stormer for Arsenal in goals right now. Newcastle looking the more dangerous, definitely. But Arsenal, you know, they're taking the game to Newcastle here. This is a proper game. This is a proper game of football there, Kate Cadet lad, so far. Some good goalkeeping from both sides has denied the goals. Pope made a wicked save as well. So, yeah, keepers are sort of keeping it level at the moment. You're on the bus on your way home. Yeah, oh, buses are gash. I hate buses as well. Oh, they're so bad, mate. I'd rather walk than get a bus, mate. Watching any pre-season tour, Piggy? I'm going to be watching them all, lad. All of them. Every single one. Of course. That's what we do around here. Although, aren't someone at like 3 a.m. or some shite? Oh, I don't know. I think they are. By the way, there's 26 minutes just gone on the clock here. Still 0-0. Close game of football, this. Arsene Hollands desperate for the victory, aren't they? They're trying to cement second place. Newcastle United, same for them. It's quite an interesting game. Who's the best loser in the league? That's it. That's what you've got to decide here, basically, by winning this game. Who's the biggest loser? Yeah, I mean, it's sad days, but you're not wrong, mate. It's so true. It's sad but true, lad. You know it's sad but true. But it's true. Lukaku would be way better than anything we've got right now. Way better than Højlund. Lukaku was gash, and he's a bit of a lummox. But, you know, he scores goals, and he can hold it up, and he's got a bit of physicality about him. Oh, Newcastle again create an opportunity there. Ball across the face of goal from the counter. Barnes trying to get on the end of it. Doesn't. And it's out the other side of the pitch. That's true, Michael Barber. No, that's actually true. The passengers are the problem. You're absolutely right, Michael. Yeah, I don't mind a bus apart from the people on them. No, I didn't see that, Stuart. Oh, the Ten Hag legacy. Will United get 40 points? Don't bank on it. Jiggy Pames and Jimmy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh. Lukaku's first touch is bad. He's not great. But the thing is with Lukaku is he's effective. He does get goals. He is a big target man. He can, get you goals, headers, whatever. He mixes it up there. So he was obviously not great for United. But if you look at his strike rate for United compared to Højlund's strike rate, it's crazy. Lukaku got like 1 in 2 for us, and we weren't happy with that. Højlund's getting like 1 in 10 or something, or even less. He literally scored 1 in 24 or 25 games the other day until he got 1. It's crazy. Yeah, bitter little man getting there, Michael. Hey, Hannah Walker, how you doing? Welcome in. How are you getting on, you legend? Yes, I'd bring back Cavani. I'd bring back Igalo. I'd bring back Weghorst even. It can't get much worse than Rasmus Højlund at the minute. Luke CX, how you doing, you hero? 3 days in a row, the pig is legend. Hello, yes, Luke CX. Yes, you know it, lad. Hope you're keeping well, Luke. We were even on for the women's game earlier on now, the FA Cup final. Ooh, ball over delivered again from Newcastle. Newcastle definitely getting on top of Arsenal here, though. They're looking the more likely to get the breakthrough. Still going with 2-1 Newcastle in this. Oh, cake that. I shat it, didn't I, mate? Sorry about that. I know. I shat it. Well, I said I was going to watch the Eurovision with Mrs. P and Little P. It didn't finish till like midnight or something, lad. And then I just had a bit of a headache, and I couldn't really be fucked, mate, to be honest with you. So, I thought I'd save it, lad. But yes, I did melt and let people down there on my gaming channel. So sorry about that. I shouldn't say things, should I? I should just surprise you with a stream. There you go. Falcao versus Weghorst versus Højlund versus Martial. Who was worst? Well, for Man United, the best out of them was easily Martial. Second place, Weghorst. And then, well, it's a toss-up between Falcao and... But we'll put Falcao ahead of Højlund because at least Falcao was a great player. He was fantastic before he came to Man United. So we'll put him ahead. Oh, Cake, I'm so sorry, my man. It's an absolute disgrace, I agree. You should unsubscribe. You should cancel your membership. You should cancel your Patreon and everything. And you should just basically just go and support someone else. That's what I think, Cake Cadet Lad, because I have let you down there, mate. Haven't I? I've really let you down there, mate. And I totally understand if you took those courses of actions, yeah. Or maybe you could just man the fuck up and understand that I'm just a human being just like you. Yeah? And sometimes things change. Oh, I'm just playing around, mate. Nice one. I should feel bad. I do feel genuinely bad, though, Cake, yeah. Never good to have a stream set up and then not have a stream set up, you know what I mean? All right, Cake. Yes, I know. I still did 2 streams yesterday or whatever, didn't I? Whatever it was. And then 2 today, and, it's not like I'm not working, lad. It's not like I'm not on here. It's not like I'm not doing it. I just didn't do a shitty FIFA that's a fucking dead game. It's May 2025, lad. Nobody gives a shit about FC25. It's been out for like 9 months. It wasn't even that good when it came out. Literally, I'm flogging a dead horse on the gaming channel, lad. I'm flogging a dead horse. Nobody gives a shit about that anymore. Clearly. Okay. Apart from you, mate, you do. Dino says, agreed, played one FIFA, played them all. It's your job, Roy Keane. I'd be throwing punches at you if you don't stream. That's your job. That's your job. It's a nonsense. An absolute nonsense. Oh, they're both good, aren't they? Viscera and Bremer on 19 goals. I think United could do worse. Oh, good shouts together. There's loads of players I'd poach from those sorts of teams. Those mid-table or lower teams that we can sign. I mean, definitely Liam Delap makes sense for 30 mil to get him in the squad. Also, wouldn't say no to what you just said in Bremer, Visser. Who else, guys? Yeah, there's quite a few striking options that just make sense from a lot of less, than that. Did he say lower teams? Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, Ipswich are lower than us, mate. I was talking about Liam Delap there, signing him. But yeah, it's true. When I say lower teams these days, I sort of mean like teams that are really low down. But we are one of those teams now, aren't we? Shit. Paul S, thank you for the $9.99 super chat, you legend. Break out the sueys for this man. Paul, once again, thank you so much, mate. How you doing, you absolute cowboy hero? He says, I watched my first Eurovision last night. Didn't understand the voting. I was hoping someone would toss a football out and they'd have a penalty shootout for the cup. The voting's an absolute disgrace, Paul. You know, it's just all political guff. You've got just basically like neighbour nations voting for their mates. You know, 12 points to you, even though your song's shit. That sort of thing. It is a little bit of a joke. It always has been a political joke, though. And the songs this year, I thought most of them were a bit gash, to be fair, lad. Yeah, didn't really like it. I watched it, didn't think it was great. Last year and the year before were better. I never really watched it before Mrs. P and Little P got me watching it. They like it, so I'll watch it. But we had a nice dinner yesterday because Mrs. P did like the spread to try and represent as many countries in Europe as possible. So we had like fish and chips for England, and we had like some frankfurters for Germany and salami. We had Spanish chorizo, a little bit of paella, moussaka for Greece, pizza for Italy, you know, that sort of vibe. A Danish pastry for Denmark, you know, it was good. You're not allowed a Saturday night off then? Exactly, mate. You know what I'm saying? It's a disgrace and a nonsense. I did have Friday night off as well. Do you know what kicked out? I might even have Sunday night off as well, lad. That's tonight. Do you know that I might, lad? Because, you know, feeling a bit tired, I'll be honest with you. Feeling a bit tired today, mate. So I might do. Very hot in this room as well, and it's making me feel a bit nasty, mate. 27.3 it is now in this room. I've got the fan on. It's just getting hotter and hotter. It's pissing me off, mate. 27.3 degrees, and it's just getting hotter. Thank you, the mustard, you hero. He says we've got 159 likes. Tongue the like button. Yes, please do hit the thumbs up if you haven't done so. Give us a massive like and help us get to 200 likes. Thank you for that. Paul S, mate, by the way, once again, thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that, lad. And yeah, it was a bit gash, wasn't it? There you go, Cinnamon. That's true. Sound tremendous, Mrs. P. Absolute ledge. Yeah, it was good. It was decent. Did you have a barbecue for Aussie? Do you know what? Australia are in the Eurovision, aren't they? But they weren't in the final of the Eurovision, right? But isn't it weird how Australia's like involved? Why is that? Why are Australia involved in Eurovision? Can somebody explain that to me? But anyway, they are. I should interview Eurovision next year. You'd be that good. You'd be good at that. I don't think I'd be much worse than some of the dross we've had over the years, pal. I know. We don't have aircon, mate. If we all gave you 100k for doing a stream, would you do it then? Yeah, sure. Yeah, Commonwealth. Yeah, I get that. But Canada's not in it, and they're in the Commonwealth. But they're not allowed. Listen, it's Eurovision. The clue should be in the name. It's a contest. It's called the Eurovision Song Contest. Like, it's about a European Song Contest. So why the fuck is there other nations around the world in it? It makes no sense. Because they love Eurovision so much. Israel as well, there. Yeah, true. It's Israel in there as well. Interesting. World of Vision. That's what it should be. It should just be a World Vision Song Contest. Louis Van Gaal rap would definitely win. Corner for Arsenal, by the way. 36 minutes on the clock. Ball to the back stick. Headed back. You know that Arsenal are just a proper little gash bag spamming corner team. Always dangerous when they get a corner, to be fair. It hasn't worked this time. It's spat back out. But Arsenal do have possession of the ball and come at them again here. 36 minutes on the clock. Is there going to be a goal before half-time from either side? Arsenal sort of weathering the storm of attacks on the counter by Newcastle and struggling to really create great opportunities themselves. But they definitely had a bunch. One back there by Tonali. He's done really well. Referee awards a foul against Ben White as well. Tommy, well, it is a pretty mental how they, just make it so political. That's it, Dino. I mean, it's just very political, mate. It's more of a political vote than anything else. That's what makes it so pointless. Oh, that's a great ball in behind. Big chance for Newcastle. Oh, it's good defended by Thomas Partey. Gets back and just cuts out the threat. But Tonali has won it high up the pitch again. Tonali into the mixer to Isak. Shot on goal blocked. And Arsenal weather the storm again there. Well won back by Gordon. Newcastle pinch possession. What happened to the UK song? They finished way down there, lad. Yeah. It was pretty gash, mate. It was all right. I didn't mind it, but it should have probably got a few more points than it actually did. But we got 0 points on the audience vote from countries around the world, which is just gash, isn't it? Nil point. If the saxophone guy can earn a living off Eurovision, so can you, Pig. Just strum your guitar and hip thrust, and you're there, Pig. Well, in all fairness, there's been some shite. Remember when Katie Price tried to get in the Eurovision? Remember that? That was absolutely awful. I might have a chance there. Nil point. It is standard for the UK. Niet Piański. Well, they used to say that, but not anymore. You think it's unfair that they don't let blind people into Eurovision includes with no vision or impaired vision? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Go on, Dino. Right, we've got 7 minutes till half time. Newcastle come again on a break down the right. Murphy inside now, up to Isak, who holds it. Sorry, not Isak. I keep saying Isak, don't I? He's not even fucking playing me. Callum Wilson, sorry, guys. I'm having a stinker over here. You wouldn't catch John Motson saying that shit, would you? You know what I mean? I mean, Callum Wilson, guys. Sorry, I'm having a mare. Okay, no. Sorry, I'm just used to Isak playing for Newcastle now. Yeah, well, we didn't used to do too great before that either, I don't think. But I don't think it's helped. How dare you, Cinnamon? That was just... How very dare you, Cinnamon? How very dare you, lad? You a disgrace to the spanner. Europe has never really considered as part of Europe, really. Well, that's good, because I've never really considered as part of Europe either, seeing as we're a freaking island over... You know, but then again, we are, aren't we? We literally are. You can literally see where we broke off of France and the Netherlands and stuff. Like, we just fit in there, the land mass. So we are, really. I'm just joking. I must admit, I would have liked it if we were still in the EU, just because the country's going to the dogs, mate. And it would be nice and easy to just up sticks and piss off to Spain or something, if we were still in the EU. Now it's a bit more tricky. So, yeah. Ezio, you need to calm down, mate. Can we not... Let's stop this now. Let's stop being political anyway. This is guff. What are you talking about, lad? Trump will conquer Europe one day. What is your issue, Ezio, lad? Oh. Gaz, what's happening, lad? What's happening? Yes. Oh, yes, nice. Malta. Never been to Malta, heard good things. Yeah, we don't talk politics around here, lad. Nah. Moving to Puerto Rico. Interesting there, you viewed. Interesting. Fair play to you, Dino. You have to check it out. Lovely place, Malta, says Dino. Yeah, you all speak English in Malta as well, don't you? Like, it's like an English, it's English, isn't it? I don't know, I've never been there, but it's like lovely paradise, sunny, beautiful, but it's just like being in England, apparently. I don't know. Pretty cool. Ben White then, inside to Saliba. That doesn't surprise me, Segurda. There's a lot of them around here, lad. Do you know what I mean? You're forgetting nice, you're forgetting nice stouts and Guinness and stuff, aren't you there, Mags? That's it. Yes, English speaking in Malta and drive on the same side. Kushti. Counter opportunity for Newcastle. 2-on-2 into their third, and that's just a panic at the disco there. Pretty poor. Was it Bruno G? I don't know. Yes, it was. He's just giving the ball away. What shirt you wearing Wednesday, Pig? Ooh, I don't know. whichever one's been washed. But you know what, Taz Salford, bro, have you seen that Europa League kit that you can get from UEFA? I mean, I wouldn't spend 60 quid on it. Fuck that. But it looks pretty sick, mate. Have you seen it? Like, if we win, only if we win, it would be a great memento to have. Only if we win. If we lost, it would be the worst shirt to have ever. But let me just get a picture of it for you, because it does look pretty cool. Yeah, there it is. Bilbao 25. It's pretty banging. Wait a sec. I'll get a little pic of it for you there, guys. Yeah, check that out. That's pretty nice, nice little memento. If Man United were to win the final in Bilbao, then that would be a nice shirt to have. But obviously, if we lost it, it would be shite, wouldn't it? But that's £60. Fuck that. Screw that. That's a lot. But there you go, 60 quid for that. Interesting. Horrendous. I quite like it, you know. Fire up. I like that, mate. It's got the Bilbao cityscape in the background and stuff. I like it, mate. If we won it, that's if you actually went to Bilbao for the game and you won it and Man United won it, what a memento to have. It's amazing. But yeah, fair enough. Not for you. Exactly, it'd be 10 quid if we lose. That's right. Cinnamon says if United won, it goes up to 100. So true. You're not wrong, lad. You're not wrong. Your mate up sticks to Ecuador 2 years ago. Apparently it's an amazing place to live. Oh, nice South American. Beautiful. Only wearing that Pierce honking. Wear the zebra. I probably will. What's the luckiest shirt I wear? I don't know. You're also after that United shirt with the poppy on it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sell it on to Spuds if you lose. Yeah, true. But the value would go down because there's just not as many Spud fans. But it's still, that's a good point. Obviously, it's two English sides there. Everyone's saying Spurs will win. I think we're going to win, Mags. Everyone's saying that. I know. It's half-time, folks. It started off quite raw, that game. It's been quite a good game. Quite a good game, but no goals. But in terms of the actual end-to-end nature of the game, it's been quite entertaining. There's been some chances, both ends, some great goalkeeping, both ends. And yeah, nobody's been able to make the breakthrough, but it's not been a bad half. Not a bad half, that, guys. Dave Watkins reckons it was guff. Oh, no, not really. Both teams won't mind a draw. You don't trust Onana and Lindelof, I'll be honest. Never, lad, never. No, there's big problems in the team, mate. Yeah, pressure will be on as well. Spurs not bothering to make one. Stunning city, Bilbao. It's beautiful. Highly recommend. Yeah, I fancy going there one day, mate. Bit of northern Spain action. Defo. Right, it's half time, guys. I've stopped the clock. We've got 200 legends in it, by the way, and nearly 200 likes. Thank you, everyone, for liking the video. Help us with that ratio. Help us get to 200 likes before the second half kicks off. Give us a massive like spike and get yourself involved. Nice one, you viewed. Thank you very much for the super sticker of the lemon. Oh, yes. The lemon has come in there. Thank you very much for the super sticker of the thumbs up lemon. You're a legend there, you viewed. Thank you for that. Appreciate you, my son. Mad love to you there. To you, viewed, guys. Get some love in. Yeah, I believe Kulusevski's going to be out of the game there, Daz. And potentially James Madison as well. Andy Lally. How you doing, Lally? Yeah, not much quality in the final third there, was there? Some great saves, though. Some good saves. Legend, you viewed. You're a Don. You're an actual Don. Looks like a whole city shirt. All right, yeah, I guess it does a bit, actually. True. I mean, it would be much better if it was red, actually, wouldn't it? But it's like Europa League colours or whatever. But I don't mind it, mate. I think it looks pretty badass, actually. But again, wouldn't want it unless Man United win. If they win, pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'd like to have it, but if not, then screw that. It's like that is the sort of shirt you should only buy after the game, isn't it? Really? I mean, what mug is buying that before the game? That'd be crazy. Newcastle penetrating Arsenal raw. Did you do a Forza stream? I didn't, Sovereign Saint. Nah, didn't, lad. No. It is a great ratio, yes. David Sini. It remains to be seen, David. I might have an early night tonight, mate. Got a bit of a gammy head. You know what I'm saying? A bit of a gammy head at the moment, lad. Tired, you know, feel a bit tired. But I don't know, I still might. So never say never. But I might. Does the head-to-head results against Spurs this season worry you for the final? Definitely, yeah. They've done us 3 times. Definitely, we're in a stinkfest of a situation against Spurs. They've got the psychological edge over us big time in recent times. Historically, we do, but in recent times, they have. And that's bad. But also, because of that thing, we're due a win against those spud melts. Plus, we're better in finals than they are. They didn't even know about finals. When they get to finals, they just bottle it. Look at the Champions League. They're bottlers, mate. Man United, actually, last couple of seasons, we've won finals. We know how to win finals. Thank you, Andy Lally. Nice one. Love the passion. That's from a Liverpool fan. Thank you, Andy Lally. You're a don. Appreciate that. You think this is passion? You ain't seen nothing yet, lad. This is just Arsenal versus Newcastle. You want to wait till United's playing Wednesday night in the Europa. I don't know, Mark. I never have it left over the next day. I always munch it at night. Flew into Bordeaux for 90 quid. Drove to Bilbao. About 4 hours. Was stunning drive. Amazing sea. Great people. Climate. Coast and mountains. Great atmosphere. Nice, mate. Nice, Tommy, lad. Nice, yeah. It's no joke. It's been on my destination of places to check out in Spain because I love Spain. I've been to a bunch of different places in Spain. I've been in Malaga. I've been to the Canary Islands. I've been to like Valenciana region, Alicante, Benidorm, around there, you know, and then a bit higher up towards sort of like Moreira and on the way to Denia and that kind of thing. But I've never been to like that part of Spain, like northern Spain. So I'd like to check that out. Mate, what's this on the top of this? This is freaky, mate. Look at this new lid. That's so much better, actually, than the screw one with the thing, because this bit here is attached. And it's not a problem. It's not really getting anywhere. It clicks back. That's decent. That's decent. I rate that. But it's probably a nightmare if you're... if you're shaking around. No, it's fine. It's fine. That's decent. Anyway, right, I just need a quick slash, guys. I'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Keep smashing those likes. Talking amongst yourselves for a minute. Kate says, see part-time streamer piggy. Yeah, fair enough, lad. Yeah. Well, you know, it's not easy maintaining this level of legendariness without a little break here and there. You know what I'm saying there, Kate? You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand, mate. Back in a minute. Buongiorno, lads and lasses. I am back. Sorry, I was just talking to Mrs. P there. How you doing? Who's your money on for this one then, guys? Get your votes in. Arsenal, Hollands or Newcastle for the dub or a draw. I personally think this is still going to be a Newcastle win. They're going to pinch this. How you doing there, wee weed? Welcome in, lad. Yes. Let's go. Is it on TV Wednesday night? Yeah, I think it's on TNT. All the other Europa League games have been on TNT. So it's probably going to be on there, mate. Yeah, unfortunately. Do you remember the days when it used to be on, was it Channel 5? The Europa League final. ITV always used to have, like, Champions League back in the day. That was awesome. And then TNT, BT Sports and Sky and all that ruined it for everyone. And, yeah, but I used to like those days when it was on ITV. Those were the days. Definitely on TNT. Nice one, Mark, lad. Nice one. If you're in America or you've got access to American Paramount Plus, I think it's on there as well. Possibly. Scipio says Newcastle for the dubs. Kimster's going for the Arsenal Hollands. Greetings, Simon Warner. My missus says you look like Ted off IDI. Anyone else see it? Piss off, Mick T, lad. Tell your missus to do one, yeah? How dare you? How dare she? I think Newcastle will win 1-0. TNT usually stream. Not even Spike from IDI, but friggin' Ted. TNT usually stream it free on YouTube. Oh, nice, yeah. That'd be nice. It's free on YouTube. That's banging, lad. That's banging. Hello, campers. Heidi, hi, campers. This morning we'll be doing aerobics in the swimming pool. Don't forget your cozies. Yeah, cracking. I loved a bit of Heidi Hi. That was good. That was a proper classic British sitcom, that one. Good stuff. Europa's free on Discovery Plus. Really? A nice language there, Cake. Has an Amazon subscription. Why not just make it free on that? Well, they obviously didn't get the rights for it, Cake Cadet. Unfortunately, they should have bought it, shouldn't they, the Melts? TNT put both finals live on their YouTube. And that's a bit of an assumption, isn't it? That's an assumption, this guy. He's saying everyone's got an Amazon subscription. That's an assumption. You've made an ass out of you and me there with that assumption, lad. Not everyone does. Not everyone can order and have a Prime subscription there and live in an ivory tower and sleep on a silk cushion like you, Cake Cadet, mate. Not everyone does have that, yeah? We do have it, though. Mrs. P's got it anyway. So, yeah. But, guys, do you have Prime membership? Yes or no? Let's get to the bottom of this. Now, your language is a disgrace, mate. It's a wonder how you're still moderator. You know what I mean? It really is. Gladys Emmanuel. We are old, Dave. Yes, we are. Shut up, Spike. 100%. No, you don't have it. Mark's got it. Weeweed's not got it. Ezio's got it. Baker's got it. Kim says, yeah, of course. Johnny says, no. It's about 50-50 so far, Cake. Now who's the knob? Oh, Cake's become very uncouth of late. He loves it. All right, come on then. Let's see some goals second half here. True. Right, let's see what the other scores on the doors are, by the way, for the rest of the fixtures in the Premier League today. 2-0 Everton beat Southampton earlier. Newcastle are obviously playing Arsenal right now. Nottingham Forest 2-1 against West Ham early doors. Did you see that goal from Bowen, by the way? Sick touch. I'd definitely have Bowen at United. Smash a one in the chat if you would. I mean, I don't think he'd come to us, no, but yeah, you never know. We're a much bigger club than West Ham, but he seems to love West Ham. He's West Ham through and through, isn't he? But still, what a player. He's just underrated, I reckon. He's just one of those sort of no-nonsense hard workers that you just want in your team who's got a bit of bottle about him. You know, so did you see that goal he scored? There was a lovely, lovely touch and a finish. Beautiful. By the way, Brentford lost to Fulham 3-2. It's a big win for Fulham there. 2-0, Leicester beat Ipswich Town there. Justin and Jamie Vardy, and McAteer getting the goals there. Jamie Vardy hit 200 league goals, getting the most son. I mean, for Leicester, 200 goals for Leicester. Brilliant. 200 goals for Leicester's brilliant, isn't it? Wow. Amazing. Absolutely. Deserved that. That's pretty legendary stuff. 200 goals for Leicester. That's banging. That is banging. Anyway, there you go. Second half's going to be getting underway back again here very soon. Let me get the timer up ready for the second half here. You and Berber have wanted Bowen for years. Yeah, he's definitely a good no-nonsense talent. You'd have him as well, Dave. You'd have him, Mark. Tommy Boy would have him all day, every day. Yeah. See, that's what I want, you know. So I don't think anybody really could say that Bowen's a superstar, right? He's definitely a very good player, and he's very effective and consistent and works very hard for his team and is consistent in the Premier League. But nobody would say he's a superstar, you know, like a Rashford or a freaking whoever, you know, like one of these freaking ego players. You know, he's a working class hero, my son. You know what I'm saying? He's a no-nonsense fella. He just works hard, plays hard. That's his motto. You know what I'm saying? So I think we could definitely do with signing some more characters like that, as opposed to these big names or these big egos or whatever. Let's get some characters in there, some no-nonsense individuals who are ready to fight this club back to where it should be. Manny Slovakia, no, thankfully we haven't seen from Zane. He's still hiding under his rock, waiting for Arsenal to score. But Manny, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. You absolute long-time legend. I hope you're keeping well, mate. What's your thoughts on the Wednesday night game then, lad? Let's just hope Premier League go ahead with their own subscription channel. Yeah, definitely, but let's hope they don't charge 30 quid a month for it, though. If they do that, it's got to be a tenner a month, $11.99 a month. They would. The thing is, it's actually they would actually just get just probably as much money anyway, because rather than just there'd be 3 times more people buying it, wouldn't there? I'm pretty sure all of us would have a Premier League subscription to watch all the games if it was a £10 fee a month. We would all pay that happily. Everybody would subscribe. Nobody would pirate it. Or not nobody, but hardly anyone would pirate it. Everyone would have the subscription because it'd be worth having. So they just need to do that. You know, like a Netflix of football, basically. That's what we need. Netflix of football. Definitely, I would, Daz Salford, no joke. But I think maybe if you look at somebody like, say, Liam Delap, he's only 22 and he's got the potential to be that next sort of Vardy. So I'd rather spunk the money there and get him in for 30 million quid. But Vardy, if you could pick him up, I don't think he'd go to United, though. But seeing as Leicester are relegated and he's leaving them, you know, you never know. We could definitely do worse than getting him as a backup for a year, lad. We could do way worse than that. What's up, CJ's Bullies? Yes, mate. It's been a minute. What's good? 3-0 to United. Love that, Manny. I hope you're right, man. The bar overlooking out my office windows hosting Man United watch party. Nice, Manny. That's banging. Quality. Yeah, I'm guessing you're going to that then. Exactly, Chris. Well, that's it. We've gone over this a lot, but, you know, you have to have things like, to actually watch all the games, you need to have Prime membership, TNT Sports, which is like 20 quid or 25 a month, Sky Sports on top of your other package, you know, so you're talking minimum sort of 60, 70 quid a month just to watch all the football. And then some of the games are not even televised. You don't even get certain 3 o'clock fixtures, obviously, because they're not on. So you have to then look around the world for some dodgy stream somewhere, and you don't even get all the games. So it is actually a joke. It's a rip-off, mate. Always has been since it went to you know, non-terrestrial TV. Commercial TV, whatever you want to call it. Okay, hang on a second. Corner for Arsenal as they go short this time. yeah, that was said earlier, actually, Manny. I know, I forgot that was even the case. Funny as, though. That's probably why we won, man. That is a concern, though, lad, that guy. I mean, he's looked pretty solid lately, but you know he's just got a clanger in there. He's going to make some big error at some point. Let's just hope it's not in the final. And your TV license fee, yeah, that's got to be the most archaic, outdated joke of a rip-off thing ever. Especially in this day and age. That's why dodgy boxes... I don't even know why we put up with that, actually, the whole TV license thing. When you think about it, guys, it's almost fundamentally wrong. Like, you should choose to have a BBC subscription if you want to support the British Broadcasting Corporation. But if not, then you should have the choice not to, but still be able to watch other free-to-air channels or subscription channels live that you want. It shouldn't be a crime that you're watching live TV on Sky Sports when you're not even watching friggin' BBC. It's ridiculous, mate. I honestly think that's got to be changed. That's just a way to just con people, isn't it? Absolutely. A way to just do us over. It made sense back in the day when there was 2 channels, BBC One and BBC Two or whatever. Then it made sense. I get that. If you want to watch telly, well, there's only 2 ways to watch, 2 channels to watch on, and we own them. So you better fund it. I totally get it back then. That makes sense. For anybody who's got a telly, you want to do it? We'll pay the TV license. I get it, but not now. It's 0 cents. It's just a way to steal money from us. Yeah, exactly. You cancelled it. Yeah. Chip Fire Stick, fantastic. There you go, Dave. Well, you're on that thing, man. A lot of people are. Respect. You don't pay TV license, BBC license fees, a con job. Exactly. Well, there you go. I paid my license fee, lad. You know, I did, because I'm doing all these live streams, watching the live TV. You got to pay the license fee, but it is a con. In this day and age, it makes zero sense. It's just a way to rob us blind. Bastards, mate. No other countries, I don't think. No other countries have a TV license or anything like that for their TVs. I don't think. America certainly doesn't. Yes, you have to pay for subscriptions for certain cable networks or whatever you want, but you don't have to pay a license to the friggin' essentially like a government arm, it seems like. It's bullshit. Exactly. Hey, how's it going? Sorry about that, Keanu. I've not really been talking about the game, have I? I've just been on a little TV license rant. But the game's all right, mate. 4 minutes into the second half. Some good chances early doors in the first half for both sides. Big saves by David Raya denied them. Second half started like a little bit similar. Both teams probing. Arsenal get the shot off on goal there. Is it Lewis Skelly with the shot? It is. And it's not a bad effort, but it's also not a great effort. It's right at the defender, and it is blocked. Oh shit, sorry, Paul S, thank you so much there, you legend. Paul S for the $9.99 super chat there, my son. Appreciate you, you hero. Thank you so much again, Paul S, you generous bastard. Thank you, lad. Oh, big chance for Arsenal, and it's headed clear and into the hands of Nick Pope. Hey, Paul S, thank you, lad. Bring out the love hearts for him. Thank you very much, Paul. He says there would be a second American Revolution if we had to pay a TV license over here. I bet. It's crazy, mate. It makes zero sense. You know, we should have left that in the 1980s, to be fair, that one. But it's still happening. France cancelled their version of the BBC during COVID. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, Germany has a license fee. Does it really, Michael? Gosh. No TV license and I got a Fire Stick. Most EU countries do. You're saying most EU countries you do have to pay a license. Are you serious? Well, you don't need to in Spain. You don't need to in... Oh, I don't know. But that's gash, mate. I'm not going to those countries. Never got the TV license. Just a huge scam. Thank you so much for that, though, Paul, lad. I agree. It wouldn't go down well over there, would it? That'd be great. UK tax you on everything. They're going to start taxing us on oxygen soon. Luke says Denmark have a TV license. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. I stand corrected. There's quite a few countries which have a TV license. But is it as expensive as ours, though? I have to pay 45 quid every quarter. That's crazy, mate. That's 180 quid a year. That's mental, isn't it? Just for the benefit of being able to watch live TV that's not even necessarily the BBC. Piss poor. Well, it'd be nice, Keanu, yeah. Bang on, Paul. Trump's already passed an executive order. That'd be nice. Fishing license, 40 quid. Mental, lad. Absolutely mental. Yeah, that's a good question. Do they have road tax over there? We have road tax, which isn't cheap unless you've got a really like eco car. A few hundred quid a year, my tax is for my car. It's an absolute joke. It's only 1.3. It's a joke. That's mad, isn't it? Fire up. Yeah, that's how they get you, my son. Yeah, good shout, Paul. Well, that's how the BBC should be. Should be a voluntary thing. You know, like how ITVX have that premium service now where on the ITV app you can like pay $5.99 a month and get ad-free. You know, otherwise they're making money from ads. That's the sort of thing that should be the case with the BBC. You should like opt in with a cheeky subscription option. if you want extra stuff. Oh, ham radio, gash that, bit of bait switching, nobody likes that. €20 a month in Germany. Oh shit, that's about the same as us, even a bit more, maybe. Nutty. Yeah. Mate, what car have you got, Electra? That's a joke, isn't it? Piss poor. Literally, I've got a 1.3 Hyundai Accent, and the tax is, I think it was 320 or something. What a goal, mate! What a goal! He's only gone and done it again. Declan Rice with an absolute pearl of worldie stroked into the bottom left-hand corner from Ricey. Goodness me. Get the old Tilda Rice out the cupboard, rip open the top, put it in the microwave, and bang it on for 2 minutes and get yourself a spoon, because he's just served up some hot rice. Do you know what I'm saying? That is a raw goal right there from Declan. Goodness me. Into the centre it comes. He's maybe 25, 30 yards out, maybe 25 probably. And he's just lashed it bottom left-hand corner. It's a lovely goal, you've got to say. What a finish, straight past Pope. Let's have a look, see what happens. So Gordon it is, gives it away for Newcastle. It's very poor from him. Partey's won it. No, Saka's won it. And then Odegaard just pulls it back across into the middle towards, actually just outside the box it is, not 25 yards, just outside the box really, about 2 metres out. And then he's curled it into the bottom left-hand corner past Pope. Perfect placement. Pope could have maybe got there, but he didn't. And it's a banging finish by Declan Ricey again. Crikey. Nice goal. Nice goal there from Declan Rice. Big goal as well. Will Newcastle have an answer now? Or are they going to bottle it? Big goal that for the Arsenals. That was nice, yeah. Nice finish. Very nice. Let me just update the score on YouTube here. We're nearly at 300 likes, by the way, guys. We've got 229. If you're just joining the stream, drop a little thumbs up on it. You know it makes sense. One 0. There it is. Yes, great goal. Rocket. Rice, baby. Here comes Zane. I don't know, maybe. Francois Coq, thanks for being a member for 3 years. Come on. Hashtag 36 in the chat. Francois, you legend. Good evening to you too. I'm all right, mate. A little bit sleepy, but I'm all right, lad. Thanks for asking. And yourself? Absolute Don. Road tax, but roads and motorways are trash. It's always a pleasure to drive in France with its smooth motorways with no road tax, but there's just toll fees. Interesting, you see? Interesting. I mean, also make it make sense. Like, road tax should really not be measured on, I don't think, based on just, like, emissions and stuff. Like, that's it. Like, my car's got a 1.3 engine and it's tiny. And it's more economically viable, I think, to keep that on the road than it is to produce a whole new car from parts made all over the world, in my opinion. For at least for a long time before it would justify itself in terms of buying a new eco car or whatever. So it shouldn't be based on that. Like, you know, fair enough if you've got a Ferrari or something, you should pay more. But if you've got a shitty Hyundai Accent, it should be dirt cheap, mate. You know what I mean? What's that all about? Shouldn't just be because the emissions are gash in it, so we're charging 300 quid. Bastards. Oh, here he is. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Zane Miyasi, how you been, man? Thank you for getting in, you legend. He says, what a goal, Piggy. That was a great goal, to be fair to Declan Rice. He scored some bangers for you of late, hasn't he? Wow. You got to say, Declan Rice has scored some memorable ones. Those two in the Champions League will live long in the memory, but that was a great finish as well. Yeah, that was a good one. Respect to him. What a goal, Piggy. If you lose against Spurs, will it be the biggest meltdown ever? Honestly, yeah, it probably will be, mate. You might see me cry and not cry tears of joy. I don't know, mate. Honestly, it's going to be a fucking meltdown, lad, because I can't handle not being in Europe next season as a United fan. It would be horrendous. And also just losing the trophy, mate, it's just the worst. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm not allowing my mind to go to a negative place of thinking about the possibility of Man United losing that game to Spurs. I'm not allowing myself to go there. But if it did happen, then yes, to answer your question, I'm sure it's going to be the worst. Cheers for that, though, Jamie Assey. How you been? Oh, let me guess. Arsenal and Arteta are absolutely complete top bins again now, aren't they? They're brilliant. A brilliant team. Exactly, he's like Beetlejuice, lad. Arsenal and milk chops, what's he on about? Precisely, lad. There's still an outcome. I mean, it's not good for Arsenal either way, is it? So either the option is Spurs win a European trophy and have Champions League football, or Man United win a European trophy and have Champions League football. And all Arsenal will have at the end of the season is Champions League football, which is still good, but it's not a trophy. So I know which I'd rather. If I was to win it as you know, Man United fan, I'd rather win the Europa and finish 16th. So we're still on course to have a better season than Arsenal in some ways. Now we're still also on course to bottle it and have the worst season in our history. But there's still a big possibility we could have a good end to the season with the Europa League victory, qualify for the Champions League, and then I'd take that over Arsenal's season of being a bridesmaid and never a bride. Yeah, that would be mad. That would be crazy. I'm not even thinking about it. Endor, what's going on, lad? Not a good goal. You were just lucky because you melt job. I mean, that was it was a good goal, that one, to be fair, from Rice. You felt ill this morning thinking about Wednesday night. Yeah, same, lad. I'm not looking forward to that stream. I'm feeling a lot of pressure for the stream, guys. You know what I'm saying? I am. It's not good. Feeling a lot of pressure there, guys. It's the Europa League final with so much nerves and tension going on. I don't want to have a Sean Connery on the you know what I'm saying? Wait a second. Arsenal have another chance. Saka surges forward on the right. He's cut inside. He's got a shot off, but Pope's down to it quick. It's a soft effort. Can't see it being a good game as well. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's got the potential to be a mental final, like with so much on the line, and Spurs being an attacking side, and us being desperate, and them being desperate. It's got the potential to be a ridiculous game of football, like loads of goals, loads of action. But then with Spurs and United involved, it's also got the potential to be a dross fest when nobody's prepared to fully commit to lose, and it just ends up being a shit show. So yes, it could go one of either ways, I think. There. Good shout, G-Wolf. Yeah, plus we're better in finals. Plus we played at Bilbao Stadium, that stadium in Bilbao recently. Record-breaking stream. You never know, Cinnamon. You never know. Could be. Maybe. Maybe not. Do you think because we played on that pitch twice and won already, that would give us a slight edge? Or nah? I mean, it definitely will help us that we've played there before. 100% it will. It was a really nice goal by Declan Rice, Lucas, lad. Ham Radio in action. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat there, you beast. Get in there, Ham Radio. Thank you so much, mate. That's very nice of you, lad. He says, I've gotten too much enjoyment from your misery. Have a pint on me to balance it out a bit. Oh, you're too kind. You, sir, are a gem. Thank you for that there, Ham Radio, lad. Appreciate it. You're a hero. Get some love hearts in there for him. Not seeing any love hearts for him, mate. We need some love for Ham Radio there. Thank you for that, dude. Hero, lad. Get the fuck in there, my son. I don't think she does, no. You're going to get 5. Mrs. P better hide the plates on Wednesday. Oh, 500 Gooners. 1,000 Scousers in. Well, that would happen if Man United were losing, probably. But you're talking about the worst eventuality. Obviously, if we score early, then it should be a nice quiet one and we win the game, mate, and it's nice and chilled. With Onana and Højlund in the team, we'll be wide open at the back and limp up front. You don't think it helps that there's a favourite for the Europa League final? They're both just pants with no algorithm to figure the odds. True, I think it's the sort of game, in all honesty, that you could, if both those teams were to turn up and play that game every day, or if you would just repeat history so they could play it 100 times, it's just going to be a different outcome every single time. It's just going to be like United win this one 5-0, Spurs win this one 5-0, United, like there's no actual like definite team that's going to win it. It's not, they're both shite basically, so it's just like a toss of a coin almost. Who's going to turn up? If we turn up and do well, we can do it. If the players perform, you know, if they take the chances, we can win. Same goes for Spurs. That's what makes it such an intriguing game where anything can happen. Big up Kay and Joey. He says, thumbs up for Pig. Thank you, lad. How many have we got? Have we made it to 300? We're on 242. We're creeping up there, my son. Nice one. I think she does know that because she works in a care home and stuff. So she did go through training with dummy and all that stuff. Yeah, definitely. Destined to be a 4-3 extra time for her. I could see that. Best of the shite teams that win on Wednesday night. Yeah. Oh, so nervy though, guys. Honestly, it's so dangerous, that game. Hate it. Yellow card committed there for Kraft. He gets, or is it Martinelli? Sorry, he's committed the foul. What's happened? Kraft or Martinelli? It was Kraft, sorry, with the foul. Martinelli's protesting with the ref, trying to get a red card from him, though. United will win. Spurs are terrible on paper. United have quality players if they turn up. Have you been in the seat at Studden yet? No, I haven't, Paul. I have been before, though, many years ago. But usually if I'm going to the beach or whatever around here, I'd probably be going to, like, Branksome Beach, Sandbanks maybe, you know, for the day. But I have been to Studland before, back in the day. Nice one, lad. Get in there, Paul. I'm guessing you go down there and get the old schlong out on the nudist beach, lad. Get in there, my son. Who's the bookies' favourites? Great question. Surely it's Man United because of our final prowess. But let's have a little look. Europa League final odds. Odds checker. It's so close, mate. United are slight favourites. United are 5-6 at the moment. And Tottenham are 11-10. So they're almost evens, and Man United are almost evens. But we're slight favourites. So we're 5-6, put 5 on, get 6 back. And they're 11-10, put 11 on, get 10 back. So it's almost evens. There's not much in it there at all. Mad FX, thank you for the £2 super chat, you legend. He says, Battle of the Melters. We'll see who melts first. That's basically what it's all about, mate. Let's just hope Andre Onana's not in his melty mood. Also got a real issue about Højlund starting up top. I think it would almost make sense to surprise them with a different option up there. That'd be nice. Because Højlund's just ultimately gash, and they're probably just thinking, oh, we can deal with Højlund, you know what I mean? He's guff. It almost makes sense. Maybe just start Harry Maguire up top. I'm joking. Berbatov, your favourite Spurs player of all time. Yours is Berbatov. That's a good shout. I mean, I consider him a Man United player, though. But yes, he did play for Spurs. I don't know, maybe Gascoigne, Paul Gascoigne. Or let's go with, Son Heung-min. Always really liked Son. What a player. Probably one of those. Gareth Bale was a great player for Spurs. But favourite, maybe Gaza or Son. Modric was banging also. Great shout. Not going to lie, I do want you guys to win. Thank you, Cinnamon. Yeah, well, any self-respecting Arsenal fan would. Ozzy Ardiles. Oh, yeah, mate. Nice one, Daz. Ozzy Ardiles, Ricky Villa days. Bale was unplayable. Yeah, what a player. Hoddle as well. Great player for Spurs, yeah. Who was the striker that they had? Bonlahor or something? Nah, he was at Aston Villa. Spurs as strikers, the iconic ones over the years. Who've they got? They got Peter Crouch, Jermaine Defoe. Who else is... Pavlyuchenko, Lineker, Lineker. Yeah, you were thinking of Defoe. Yeah, that's it. Probably I don't know. But yes, they've had some good ones. Sharon, the cat's done a shit on the carpet again. Sharon. Defoe, Bent, Crouch, Jurgen. Yep, Klinsmann was there. Robbie Keane, of course. Robbie Keane, Klinsmann. Keane was brilliant for them. Yeah, Berbatov. Jimmy Greaves, what a record he's got. 67 minutes on the clock. Zane Miyasi with another super chat. Thank you, Zane. Which James Cameron film? Net X, Alien, Terminator, Titanic 2, The Abyss 2, or his first Star Wars film? Oh, next, sorry. Which James Cameron film next? Alien, Terminator, Titanic 2, The Abyss 2, or his first Star Wars film? I don't really understand what you mean, mate. Are you asking which one would I like to be made into a sequel? Or are you asking which one should you watch next? Which James Cameron film next? Alien, Terminator, Titanic 2, The Abyss 2, or first? I'm guessing... What? I'm guessing you mean which one to make next, yeah, seeing as you asked that question. Almost every other stream, Zane. What's the matter with you, Zamiasi? Why do you come in here and ask me? Almost every other stream you ask the same question. It's something along the lines of, which movie would you like to see a sequel made of? Is it Terminator, Predator, Aliens, or fucking, Avatar or some shit? You always come in the same guff there. Have you noticed that? It must be that question. It doesn't make sense this time. But it must be that question, that same old question. Which sequel would you like to be made? Well, honestly, I've already answered that question about 68 times, lad. Terminator, lad. You know what I'm saying? Terminator. Or Aliens. Thank you, Zane. I'm just pulling your plonker there, lad. Zamiasi, get in. Thank you very much for that. But what? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, Zane. Oh. Yeah, he did. But Darren Anderson, what a sick note. Sheringham was class. Classy player. You did evil, yes. Anyway, thanks for that, guys. Titanic 2, yeah, I think they've already done that, Guff. I mean, they actually could make a Titanic 2. And not even have it about a different, a different voyage or, it happening again. They could actually make Titanic 2 just from a different perspective of different people that were on the ship. That would actually be sick. Like, forget Jack and Rose. They're there. Maybe they pop up. They're there in the background at one point, and that's cool. And, there's Matey Boy who stood at the fucking fire with his clock and all that, and all that shit. But they could actually just tell a totally different story on the Titanic and just have the same outcome, basically, in different perspective and POV, and be done by James Cameron. That's actually not a bad idea, It's actually not a bad idea, just a totally different story and perspective, telling a different story about different people. Yeah, maybe an engine room guy and somebody in steerage and, just totally different vibes. It's actually a good idea, isn't it? Anyway, Paul S., thank you so much for another super chat, you legend. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. He says Cameron should make a film called The Groupie about Zayn. I wonder if James Cameron's aware who Zamiasi is. That's the question. Zayn's got a lot of his merchandise. So he might have. Maybe he's met him at one of those events, got a signature, paid 265 quid to have a signature off him. You never know. Could have happened. Thank you for that, Paul. The Groupie. Oh, dear. He does love a bit of James Cameron, that's for sure. Who's your favourite movie director, guys? Nothing wrong with James Cameron. He's a great director, to be fair. Terminator 2 is one of my all-time favourite films. Aliens is a banger also. He's great. But my favourite, I'm going to say Robert Zemeckis or Tarantino, and also Spielberg's a banger, to be fair. But I'm going to say Zemeckis is my favourite. He's done some bangers. Forrest Gump's my all-time favourite. Castaway. What else has he done? He's done some bangers, that anyway. David Lynch. Tarantino, great shout. Yeah, Guy Ritchie. Sergio Leone, nice. Kurosawa. Old school lad. Martin Scorsese. Yeah. Dennis Villeneuve. Seymour Butts. Watt. Victor Salva. Paul Verhoeven. Robocop, Total Recall. Nice. Tarantino. Zemeckis is a huge shout. Ooh, chance goes there for Arsenal, but it's seen towards Pope there, no dramas. Guy Ritchie, Tarantino, Stephen King, David Lynch, Ron Howard. Yeah, Ron Howard's a banger as well, yeah, definitely. Back to football. Okay, just a little off-topic tangent there. Alfred Hitchcock, nice. Just a little off-topic tangent. Tarantino's great shout, though, yeah. Steady on there, floating pig lad. Sergio Leone, he's the guy that did all like the good, the bad, and the ugly and that sort of stuff, yeah? Those old school Western bangers and all that kind of thing, yeah? Is that right? What else did he do? Some gangster stuff. Yeah, I know, there is a Titanic too, but I mean like a proper big production James Cameron jobby with a different perspective. They could actually make that, but it would be crazy though. Yeah, a few dollars more, a fistful of dollars and all that. Nice. I love the soundtrack, this is, by that Ennio Morricone guy with some of those are epic. Mate, Zamiasi, thanks for the super chat there, lad. Get in. Oh, they're making a new Nightmare on Elm Street. Wow, nice. What's that, like the 16th one or something? Shane Yassi, thank you for the super chat. Paul Anderson is the best. He made Resident Evil, Mortal Kombat, Event Horizon, masterpieces. Yeah? I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news for you, Miyasi, but most of those films are bang average, that you just said there. Resident Evil, yeah? That one's all right. That one's not bad, right? The first one with, what's her name? Mia Jovovich, is it? No, what's her face? I don't know. Whatever. But that one's bang average, lad, really. Mortal Kombat. You've actually almost spelled mortgage combat there, actually. But no, Mortal Kombat, mate. I mean, I liked the recent one, Mortal Kombat, but I thought the original one, I watched the original one recently after watching the recent one. Again, because I hadn't seen it since I was a kid. And it was cringing me out, lad. It was fucking bad, mate. It wasn't good, lad. Maybe it was good when you were 6. But honestly, that Mortal Kombat one back in the day was bang average. And then also you've just said Event Horizon. I liked Event Horizon. That was good. I'd give that a solid 3.3 out of 5. It was pretty good. You know? But, you know, come on, lad. Sam Neill and that was decent. But, you know, most of them were shite, bud. Let's be real. That's your favourite director, is it? Paul Anderson. Mr. Anderson. That's crazy. That's mental, lad. That's your favourite director, but it doesn't surprise me. Finish him. Get over here. Fatality. Kano wins. Mortgage Combat. Oh, they're great films, Solitude, yeah. Marriage Combat, in my case. Mortal Kombat doesn't have an IMDb rating. I don't know, it wouldn't surprise me. Battle those interest rates. Oh, 3% interest mortgage. Get over here. Oh, man. I knew you'd pick Kano somehow. It just sounds the best, doesn't it? Or Johnny Cage. That one's good as well. Johnny Cage wins. Sub-Zero wins. John Carpenter, yeah, fair enough, lad. Fair enough. That's it, Mike Bears. This has been a dull second half other than the goal. Does anyone know what Raiden says when he does that torpedo move? I don't know, actually, no. I know the ones from Street Fighter with Ryu and Ken and that, you know. A footsie firkin! A footsie firkin! Classic. Ooh, big tackle there by Dan Burn at the back. Hadouken! Yeah, that's that one as well. Same Miyasi. Best comic book movie, Batman 89, Turtles 1990, and Judge Dredd. For me, personally, I'm going to go Turtles 1990. I love that film. It's dark, it's good. It's like, you know, Casey Jones is a banger in it, lad. It's just really good. I like the first original one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a banger, lad. You've even got, like, Corey Feldman doing the voice of Donatello and stuff. It's just banging. I love it. So definitely that one. Batman's good as well. Batman was definitely a very good adaptation from a comic book film. You know, Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, very good. Very good. Judge Dredd, let's be honest, Judge Dredd with Stallone, pretty bang average, and I love Stallone. But I thought Judge Dredd was a bit bang average, mate, I'll be fair. It's no Demolition Man, is it? So, yeah. Yeah, there you go. I'll go Turtles first. That's the best, mate. Evil Pokes, thank you so much for becoming a member. Get some big love hearts in there for Evil Pokes, you don. Thank you, Evil Pokes. I appreciate you so much. Get some love in there. He's become a member, guys. Welcome him aboard. Thank you, Evil Pokes, mate. You're a legend, lad. Let me just go and click the reposters, actually, and see you shouted us out, or given us a repost, sorry, and I'll shout you out. 10 people. Legends, thank you for sharing this Arsenal Hollands game. Aaron Homeyard. G-Wolf United. Oh! United Flying High. Aidan Vickery. Johnny M. Hannah. Chris Bamo. The Goat. And John Boy Cat. Thank you, Legends, very much for sharing the stream. I'm just going to pin this to the top there. Aaron's put a link to my gaming channel in case any of you aren't. Give us a subscribe. Nice one. Free kick for Newcastle in a very dangerous position. Great opportunity here. Great opportunity for Newcastle with a free kick in a very dangerous position. And it's right at the wall, guys. It's a bit of a shit free kick, that, to be fair. That goes from Shah. He sharted it. He sharted it into the wall. Shah has sharted. Judge Dredd's the classic Piggy. I don't know. I don't think it was all that. It's all each to their own and everything. It wasn't for me, that Judge Dredd film with Sly Stallone. It wasn't the one for me. I didn't like it that much. It didn't do it for me, lad. Michael Barber, thank you for being a 28-month member. You're a legend. Hashtag 28. A pleasure watching the pig for 28 months. Thank you, Michael Barber. That's very nice of you, lad. And check out the new avatar, you handsome bastard. Get in there, Michael. Thank you so much, Mr. Barber. Hashtag 28 months. Thank you for supporting the show for nearly 3 years. That's a long time. Legend. Yeah, Nicolas Cage and Ghost Rider. Never actually seen that one. I love Nicolas Cage films, but I've never seen that one, actually, funny enough. Mortgage Combat. Bank wins. Flawless victory. More like lawless victory, lad. Nice one, P-Funk. Love that. The newer Judge Dredd was good. Oh, I might have to give that one a miss. Not missing anything, no. I could eat a peach for hours. Yeah, no, that's a fantastic film. Face Off's a banger. Nick Cage did some absolute classics. Gone in 60 Seconds, Face Off, The Rock, Con Air, Lord of War, Matchstick Men. You know, he's done some bangers, to be fair to him. He's also done some real shit ones, but he's done some absolute classics. Yeah, good shout, good shout, good shout. It was your favourite comic when you was a lad, 2018. That Stallone film was a cringe fest. Yeah, nice one. That's what I thought as well. 9mm, yeah, or is it called 8mm? Gone in 60 Seconds, I saw before Fast and Furious. Gone in 60 was a great film. Leaving Las Vegas, yeah, that's a good one. He's good in that. Adaptation, he's very good in. He's awesome. He's also cringe in some. Like, have you seen that remake of The Wicker Man? That's pretty bad, isn't it? Not the bees! Not the bees! It's pretty bad, but he's still a legend. He's done some absolute legendary ones. Stephen Shipman, get in there, you handsome bastard. How you doing? Yes, I am, Stephen. We're watching the Arsenal Hollands versus Newcastle game. Unfortunately, Arsenal Hollands are winning. 8 Mile, that is a good film, actually, yeah. But Nicolas Cage isn't in it. But yeah, no worries. Snake Eyes is a good one. That was underrated. That's a good one. I liked it. Someone where he's going on about that. Oh, that's an amazing film. Yeah, The Family Man. That's one of his best, actually. That's a classic. Family Man. Got to bring that out at Christmas time, mate. Family Man is one of the most classic films ever. Love that. It's a great film. National Treasure. Yeah, oh, that's a good one as well, yeah. Nah, he's done some bangers. Go on then, Bizarre Pudding, maybe. Just maybe, Bizarre Pudding, let's make it happen. Underrated movie, Pigmate, it's Hong Kong 97, which was released in 94. Oh, I've never heard of that one. Check it out. Showgirls, I mean, it's almost so bad that it's kind of good, but it's not great, is it? No, I didn't see that. But he's made like shitloads of Rambo films, hasn't he? Since then, so he did well doing it. Oh, right, I see. Oh, really? I've never seen that one, El Grandes. I do, Solitude Guard. Yeah, know my stuff, lad. Who's the better team this second half? Never seen Bangkok Dangerous, actually. Actually, I think I have back in the day, yeah. I did see that. With Nicolas Cage, yeah. Home Alone. I drive a Volvo, a beige one. You see, that's you. You're the rocket man. Raising Arizona. That's a good one, lad. Yeah. Very good. Weird film. Holly, what's her face is in it as well, and they steal a baby, and then they got some weirdo on a motorbike following them around all the time. That's where that song's from as well, you know, that. Ooh, whatever it is. But that's a weird film, but it's quite good, yeah. Is Isaac playing? No, he's not, is he? Has he come on? No, he's not playing, mate. Is he? Actually, is he? Is that him there? That's him there! That's not... Is he on? I don't think so. Maybe he's on, mate. Hannah says, read my comment. You love horror movies. Oh, I hate them. But fair enough, yes. I see the appeal, but I don't really like them that much. Starship Troopers. Yeah, that is Bizarre Pudding. Yeah, that's the one he won an Oscar for, actually, that one. Best Actor for Leaving Las Vegas. It's a bit of a miserable film, but he's very good at it. Have you seen Starship Troopers 2 Solitude Guard? That one is a shitter. But yeah, Starship Troopers is decent now. But have you seen the second one? Oh my god. It happens a lot though. Some sequels are just horrendous. Second was fantastic. 84 minutes just about to go on the clock here, guys. Not long for Newcastle equaliser. Let's go and familiarise ourselves with the table once again after the day's play. Some big results in there. Obviously, Nottingham Forest getting a big win. Arsenal on the verge of getting a big win here, which should cement them second place. Obviously, that would. Let's have a little look at it. Live league table. So, as it is right now, Arsenal would be a nice 5 points clear and cemented in second place, beating Newcastle here today. Obviously, if it's a draw, then it's still open for who could finish second for the final game. But for this, now it looks like Arsenal are going to cement second place with this dub, if they can hold on. Newcastle would be on 66 points. Do you know what's crazy, actually? It would be crazy to think that Newcastle could actually finish well outside of the Champions League spaces right now, because Nottingham Forest, all the way down in 7th place, are on 65 points with a game left. Man City are on 36 games played with 65 points the same, but with 2 games left. Villa are on 66 points, as are Chelsea. They've both played 37 games. And Newcastle United would be left languishing on the same amount of points as Chelsea and Villa, having played the same amount of games. They do have a slightly better goal difference. But you know what? This is shaping up to be very interesting. It's almost better in a way that Arsenal won it, because it's made it like there's literally 5 teams that are in with a shout of finishing 3rd or 4th, which is mental. You know what I mean? Like, for the last game of the season, coming down to the 38th game, Nottingham Forest could get Champions League. City could get Champions League. Villa could get Champions League. Chelsea could get Champions League. Newcastle could get Champions League. But 3 of those teams are going to finish outside of the top 4. And obviously 5th place is taken, isn't it, by Europa League winners this season, who finished outside the top 4. So what a crazy end to the season it will be to determine who's going to get Champions League football. Very interesting. Yeah, anyone but City, I hope so too, yeah. You don't want City to get it. Definitely not. You don't want City or Chelsea to get it. Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Favourite comedies? I like the Ferretti Brothers films. They're amazing. Like, most of those are awesome. Like, things like Me, Myself and Irene and Something About Mary, Stuck on You. Those sorts of films. That's my sort of humour. I like those films. From the Ferretti brothers, they generally make a good movie. But then also like comedies other than that, you know, I don't know, just trying to think. American Pie, that's a banger. Road Trip. Kingpin, that's one of my all-time favourites. Yeah, The Hangover's great. Step Brothers is a good one. Kingpin, definitely, mate, yes. I like an Adam Sandler film like Happy Gilmore or The Wedding Singer and stuff like that as well. Anchorman's a classic. Be tuning into a Benidorm special. Are they making a Benidorm special, Ollie? Seriously? Mate, that'd be awesome. I love a bit of Benidorm. That's quality. 21 Jump Street. Yeah, that's a good one. Blackadder's epic. Anyway. Oh, yeah, that one's not the best, actually. That one's decent, but it's not the best one, I don't think. But they've done some brilliant ones, the Ferretti brothers. Uncle Buck's a classic. Yes, Kate Cadet, Wedding Singer's epic, isn't it, mate? Great shout. Yeah, I love a John Candy film as well. Some of those, like Cool Run-Ins and Uncle Buck. Brilliant. Dumb and Dumbers. Yeah, that's a Ferretti brothers film as well, isn't it? That's a banger, lad. Is that Ferretti? Yeah, I think it is. They've done some good ones. Wedding Crashers was a good one. Harold and Kumar, yeah. Caddyshack. Anyway, you know the game's shit when we're talking about this, guys. Sorry, anybody who's looking to tune in to do a for a football watch along. I apologise. Turned into movie chat. It's that Zane Miasi's fault. Blame Zane. But if you do like mindless movie chat during rival watch-alongs, then make sure you smash the like and subscribe for more. That's a great one. Yeah, The Water Boy. But Planes, Trains and Automobiles, that's a classic. John Candy, Steve Martin, absolute classic. Better streams when the footy's pony. Tangents galore. Oh, I'm not a horror movie enthusiast. I don't like horror movies, really. I mean, I've seen my fair share, but I'm not a big fan. Peter Sellers movies. Planes. Oh, Police Squad. Do you mean Police Academy? Or Police Academy is hilarious, though. Yeah. The Burbs is a classic. Dude, where's my car? You love our tangents. Nice one. Liar, Liar. Yeah, Jim Carrey films. The Mask. Truman Show. Ace Ventura. They're classic as well. Of course they are. Thank you so much, Paul S. Arsenal's all or nothing. Paul S. Thank you so much, Paul, for another super chat, you legend. Can we just appreciate Paul S. for a second here? Thank you, Paul. You're very kind. You're a legend, Paul. He says this. He says, I'm proud to present Zayn and Arsenal the #1 loser trophy. That is, you don't get nothing extra for second, do you? We might get a little few 100,000 extra prize money, but you don't get a lot more for second. No trophies, still just achieve Champions League qualification, which is what the winner of the Europa League is going to do, and they finish 15th and 16th. So have some of that. Thank you, Paul. You are the biggest loser. You're right. Nice one, Paul S. Top man. Thank you for that. Loved that comment. Legendary. You hope City miss out on Champions League, but I doubt it. People moan about Spurs getting Champions League, but at least we... Exactly, there you go. We'd rather get that than the City scum, wouldn't they? I'm sure most people up and down the country would rather that. Favourite genre? I would have to say sci-fi. I love sci-fi films, but also action and comedy, yeah. But I'd say sci-fi for me. Love a good sci-fi movie. Gangster films are great also. Love a gangster film, yeah. Yeah, that's Goated Solitude, lad. Same. Sci-fi's the best, yeah. You like horror? Not for me, really, not for me. I don't chill out to a good horror myself. Oh, yeah, Denzel's a beast. I love a bit of Training Day as well. That's a good one. I have seen Black Mirror, yes. I've seen like half the latest series. Still got a few to watch, but I've seen all of them other than that, yeah. Some great ones. It doesn't... Oh, Police Squad was 80s, oh, okay. I have seen that, Aaron, yeah. I have seen that. Not watched the whole thing, though. I remember it being on back in the day on Sky One, and I'd tune in sometimes and watch it, but I never... The film was a classic, with Kurt Russell in. But I haven't actually... Mrs. P says Stargate SG-1's good, the series. I've never sat in it and watched it all the way through, though. You know what I mean? Thank you, Evil Pokes. Thanks again for becoming a member, you Don. You're a legend. You like sci-fi and gangster films? Yeah. Yeah, I like things like, time travel films or alien films, space travel films. Love shit like that. Stuff like, whatever, Aliens and... Back to the Future and stuff like that. Aaron Jones, thank you for that. He says F's in chat for Outdoor Boys retiring. Excuse me? Oh, little bit of a coming together here, is it? Keeper's gone down. 5 minutes at a time, by the way. 2 minutes over that. What does that mean? Sorry, who's the Outdoor Boys, mate? Is that what is that a band or something, is it? What are we referring to here, my son? Nice fleshing. Yeah, I might have to check that one out. Funny enough, I'm not massive on that though, Star Wars. I mean, I do appreciate it, but it's not what I'm not massive on that for some reason. I know people love it, and I'm a sci-fi nut, but I don't know. For some reason, it's never really been the one for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't know why. Hang on a second. The stream has shat it here. The chat has shat it for me. Wait a sec. Okay, we're back. We're back. Zamiasi. He says... Paul and you got the relegation battle. Paul and you got the relegation on battle. Paul and you got the relegation on battle. Paul? Anybody know what the fuck this guy's talking about, guys? Amy Assey, what you on about, lad? Aaron Jones, and what's the Outdoor Boys as well, mate? Come on, I'm getting confused with some of these people's comments now. Pissing me off. You know what's going on? LA John, how you been, you legend? Yes, mate. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, I don't understand anymore. Sorry. What's happening? Oh, Shah's taken a knock to the face. He's been shouted on again there. There's only a minute left. Looks like Arsenal are going to get the job done. David Ray has got a yellow card for that. He's had a good game. Who's your man of the match today then, guys? I think you've got to give it to maybe Raya or Rice. One of the R's. What do you reckon? Raya or Rice, I'd say. Today. Get your thoughts in. Probably Rice, Declan Rice. It's a weak burn because our location's already been sealed. You understand them, do you, Matty Braga? I don't get it, mate. Let me read them again. Paul and you got the relegation on battle. Paul. Who the fuck's Paul? That's what I'm struggling with. I don't get that, mate. Okay. I don't understand. And then also, I'm sure somebody knows what the Outdoor Boys is, but I don't. Okay. So wait a second. It's another big chance at the end. Martinelli fed in down the left. Just a heavy touch from him. Paul Scholes? You mean Paul Scholes? Who do you mean, Zane? Paul who? Oh, Paul S. Oh, Paul S. Paul and you got the relegation battle. Oh, right, Paul S. Oh, right, Paul S. Nice one. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, because Paul said, I'm proud to present Zane and Arsenal the #1 loser trophy. I get it. Finally, I get it. I get it. You know what you should have done, Zane? You should have just tagged Paul S. At Paul S. Then every motherfucker would have known what you were talking about, lad. And also, you should have even put the S in there, even without the at and the tag, and then we would have understood exactly what you meant. Could you imagine if you'd have written Paul S. and you got the relegation? I don't know exactly what you meant. I thought you were talking about fucking Paul Jewell or something, mate. It's not even a person. You know what I mean? I thought you were talking about the movie Paul, with Seth Rogen as the fucking alien, seeing as we were talking about sci-fi things. I was really confused there, mate. You confused me on many levels. Please don't do that again. Please put Paul S. or at him. And that way it won't cause the confusion and make me look a right tit. You made me look a memory of a man, Zane, with your super chat, lad. You know? 6 minutes of played now, so it's basically going to be full-time whistle. And there is the full-time whistle, and the Arsenal Hollands have won the game. Arsenal Hollands have won the game, guys. It's a 1-0. And, yeah, fair enough to them. They've done well there. I still think Newcastle will feel a bit hard done by that they weren't leading early on in the game with a couple of great chances. But fair play to Raya. That's what it's all about. Making those great stops, making those great saves. And also fair play to Declan Rice. Oh, shit, it's not over. I thought it was finished, but it's not actually over. The ref's getting them to play on. It's like 2 minutes past. Pope's gone up for a corner, mate. Come on, Newcastle. Come on, corner in. Oh, Raya's clutched it. Yeah, no, that's going to be full-time whistle. And it's all kicking off. Dan Burn. Havertz having a pushing and a shove. Dan Burn, they're all having a scrap, mate. Dan Burn's getting a pushing in there. It's all kicking off, mate. Newcastle not happy here. Newcastle not happy. It's all kicked off. Raya getting stuck in. You know, Dan Burn's walking away now. He's just caused absolute havoc in there. It's all kicked off. It's all kicked off, guys. But Arsenal look like they've won. Yeah, Havertz being a shithouse there. Dan Burn's done him there. And what's that? Somebody's got a yellow card. Probably Dan Burn, is it? Don't know. Maybe Havertz. So what happened? Burn going in hard, yeah. The Apostle Paul. Paul Scholes, yeah, there you go. Paul S. I know, he could have saved a confusing situation there. Definitely. Kivior got the yellow there, did he? Piggy's calculating. Come on, can you continue the game here, please, and give a penalty against Arsenal here? That would be so hilarious. What are they checking? What's happened? I don't even know what's happened, really, but I'm hoping there was a foul against a Newcastle player, and there's a potential for a pen here. That would be immense. But I don't know what they're checking. Really, Mark Redwood? Nah. I'd rather they kept him, to be fair. That'd be gash. Yeah, fair enough, though. Great player, Isaac. I'd take him in a heartbeat. Oh, no, look, no, he said nothing doing, and the full-time whistle was gone. Fair enough, Arsenal have got the win there. They have got the job done, and they have cemented second place in the league. Look at this, Arteta and co celebrating like they won the league, the Melts. No, fair enough. It's a big win, that one. They done well, 1-0 at home against Newcastle, a good side. They weathered the storm early doors, and they probably deserved to win the game as it went on. So fair play to them. Still a potential bottle job season, where they haven't won a trophy. Second's great. It's great. Well done. You're the second best team in the league. Nobody remembers the second best team. Nobody remembers the second best team, Arsenal Holland's fans. So fair enough. You have done that. You've done well. You haven't won a trophy. We could win a trophy. Spurs could win a trophy. One of us is winning a trophy. Chelsea could win a trophy. You are gash. There you go. I say it right now. Arsenal Holland's fans, you're gash. Sorry, but yes, somebody has to tell you, you're still far away from being a challenging side, a title challenging side. Arsenal and Melts. But they got some great players. Another great performance from Declan Rice there. What a goal. He's had a great season, to be fair. Just friendly banter, Zane, but Arsenal can do one. Nice one, Paul. That's it, really. That's all it is, mate. Bit of friendly bants, lad, with a cheeky little digital headbutt for him as well, for good measure. But Arsenal can do one. Yes, they can. Get the fuck in there, Paul. Thank you so much for another $9.99 super chat. This guy has gone ham today. Break out the crown emojis for Paul S, because he's gone ham to the ham out there today. Big ups to you, Paul. Thank you so much. You're a true Don and a big supporter, lad. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. Arsenal can do one. I completely agree. Second's better than 17th, though. Okay, but ask yourself this honestly. Ask yourself this honestly, the Cinnamon. Would you rather finish 16th and win the Europa League and be in the Super Cup and have a potential to win the Super Cup, another big European historic trophy, and also qualify for the Champions League, which is the same reward for what you get for finishing second? Would you rather finish second and not win a trophy and go a season? Yes, you're a better team week to week in the league. Of course you are. If you finish second compared to 16th, you're a better team. But would you rather? In the history books, it's not going to say anything, is it? It's just going to say second place. No trophies, no silverware, no accolades added to the history of your football club. Or a European trophy, a potential for another major European trophy, and qualification for the same thing. I'd rather have the Europa League dub. I really would. I'm not just saying that because we're in it. I genuinely would. What's the point of finishing second, lad? Second, you're just the biggest loser, aren't you? What's the point of having second? Second means nothing. Exactly, Superstar Larry. Why is it a big win? What's big about it? As a United fan, I've never celebrated second place. Yeah, exactly there, K-Cadet. True. I mean, it's big in the sense that they're not going to finish below second. And it's decided second. So they have finished second, Arsenal now. Congrats. But you're right. Second's cash. Why would you celebrate second? You're so right. I may well be Kim. Make sure you do go and check out the link at the top of the live chat and check out the gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming. I'm thinking about it. Bit tired today. We'll see. Maybe. I might have a nap and get up and do a stream later. So check out the gaming channel about 10:45. Yeah. Mark says, let's hope so. Yes, mate. United game. Oh, horrible. Best of luck. Thank you, El Grandes, mate. You legend. Thanks for getting in here. It's going to be a nervy one. Big up. Shows you what a poxy little club Arsenal are. Yes, Paul has paid the TV license. Thank you, lad, for keeping the lights on. Hope you keep the lights on there. Also, Flesh, and imagine being an Arsenal fan watching that final. They just can't win. Yeah. You'd rather have the Europa League and be second. Yeah, fair enough. But that's not what I asked, is it? That's not what I asked, and that's not a possibility. Take the shiny every time. Yeah, take the trophy. Gotta get it. Watch a documentary on Man U yesterday. The Glazers really are milking your club. Yes, they are, Scum. Thank you, Ashley Vote. They have ruined us over the last 20 years, definitely. Keep wishing you will win anything this season. Keep the 17th position. Fair enough, George. I get it. How can you really brag about being 16th or 17th? You can't. But if you win a trophy, a European trophy, a major European trophy, and you achieve Champions League, then you can. We haven't done it yet, though. So you're right. Fair enough. Right now, we're still in line for pelters. But if we win it, you best believe I'm going to be chucking it in your face there, George, lad. Yeah, good shout, cake there. I love it, lad. You're old school, mate. Classic. Catch you later, Kim. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, Legend S. Nice one, Daz, as well. Fleshin. Yes, yeah, we did get that. We did get that. Let's just. I don't even want to think about us losing. I'm not thinking about us losing on Wednesday, guys. Let's just look forward to the game where we're going to beat Spurs. When you finish second in your second academically, your parents will ask, so who came first? They do give a fuck. Yeah, true. I've been working evenings with my due subs. Oh, no worries there, Stephen. Yeah, well, I haven't really been doing much of the gaming streams the last few days anyway. We are going to definitely get back on and do champs and stuff, but I haven't done them in the evenings for the last couple of nights. Eurovision was on last night, and then Friday night I had a bad migraine. I've just been having these dodgy headaches lately. It's gash. Probably the heat. Probably the change in heat. It's been very hot last week or two. But anyway, got to head out, but thanks so much for 2 streams today. Thank you, Solitude Guard, for watching them, you Don. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Nice one, guys. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping up this stream in a moment. But as I say, do us a favour. Click the link at the top of the chat. Subscribe to Flying Pig Gaming. We may well be on there. Make sure you hit a subscribe on this channel as well. Flying Pig United. Follow us on Insta, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. And I'll see you very soon, legends. But let's just read a few more comments before we go. Wee Weed says, good night, Mr. P. See you on Wednesday night. Thank you to all the legends as well, like Paul S. and Zane and all the super chats there, and anybody who became a member, like Evil Pokes, etc. Big up you Dons. Nice one, Mr. Mina. Thank you himself, Paul Story, David Jubb. Do you think it might go to pens? Yeah, it could do, because both sides are going to be so reluctant to give anything away. It could go many ways, but it does have the possibility of going the way of it's being a very tight game and going all the way, yeah. You build yourself up now, pig. See you, piggy mate. Fried chicken for tea. Nice one, Wee Weed. Get in there. Thank you, Cinnamon, for getting in. Thank you to all the moderators for getting in, your legends. Appreciate you, and all the members. Thanks for being members. Nice one, Intrepid Bun. Paul Warby. Pig C. Arsenal beat Newcastle 4 times. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There you go. Well, Arsenal are a decent side, but they bottle when it comes down to it. This meaningless game is the sort of game that they win and do well in, yeah. But when it comes down to the final of a game or a key game like in the Champions League semis, bottle jobs, lad. Cheers himself. Nice one, Cinnamon. Nice one, the moustache. Did we make it to 300 likes, guys? Let's have a look. Did we get there? We've got 280. Is there 20 legends out there? Probably not. But smash that like button if you haven't done. Nice one. Cheers, D-Tex, Daz, Dave, Cinnamon, everyone. D-Tex Superstar, Daz, SSCJ, D-Tex, Beef Bully, lad. Get in there, lad. Yeah, fair play to him. Arsenal have the attitude that second place is good enough. They will never win anything. Spot on, lad. Top 4 is good enough for them. They love it. The top 4 trophy, that's what they call it. Nice one, Cake. Nice one, Flesh and D-Tex and all the legends of the channel here. Thank you once again to all the viewers, all the Dons and Donesses. Piggy loves you. That's it from me. Right, I'll see you on the next one, guys. And remember, Piggy loves you. And also remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. Get in there, you beauties. Thank you so much to all the patrons here for supporting the channel on patreon.com/flyingpigunited. As a thank you, all you legends will be appearing on this outro list. Get in there. Once again, thank you to all the YouTube members, but one of the best ways you can support the channel is on patreon.com, so check it out. Patreon.com/flyingpigunited. And once again, a big thank you to all the legends that do support the channel on Patreon. Get in there.